Welcome, everybody, to the Take the Crown Grand Finals. Hosted by me, Zanero, joined by more incredible multiplayer guests, Ralphus, Altstab, and K-Blair, who will be joining us shortly. This tournament is the first of its kind, with $1,500 on the line. Played across 7 maps, with players who have qualified from 4 qualifiers. Joining me now are Ralphus, K-Blair, and Altstab. Welcome to the stream, boys.
Hey, thanks, Zen, for having us here today. The Grand Finals of the Crown Tournament. Happy to be here, be able to cast.
What do you guys think we're going to see today?
Well, I think we're going to see a lot of great games. A lot of close games. All these players have been practicing, for at least the past week. Some of them since they've qualified in the first tournament, a month ago. And there's going to be a lot of great matchups, especially in the first round. Just kind of looking over here, we have Denzel versus Legion. Those are two, solid players that have been playing for a long time, are coming around. We have some kind of unknowns to the Western Doom scene with Dante and Prode. They're going to be matching up. It's interesting to see, how they're gonna pan out. Devastation, of course. Some other names that are, kind of common. Thai, Animal. We have a Brazilian showdown in the first round. Ghost Killer versus Zakin. And there's just a lot of representation all over the world. And I'm sure as we get into those games, we're going to talk more about that.
Absolutely. And you have participated yourself in a couple qualifiers so far.
That's true. I have. For anyone listening, wondering who I am, I'm Ralphus. I participated, I think, in 2 or 3 of the qualifiers. I did not end up qualifying, but there's a lot of great players, and they were practicing very hard. So, quite frankly, I didn't deserve to qualify. I mean, they just beat up on me. So we're gonna see some good action today. The map sets, it's good, it's solid. It caters to a lot of different play styles. One difference today from the qualifiers, for those that don't know, is that in the loser bracket round, we're gonna be looking at a best of 3 series, just like the upper brackets. Whereas in the qualifiers, it was a one and done. They eliminated 3 maps each. They would play 1 round, and if you lost, you were out. Today, you're going to get a full second chance if you get eliminated at the top. So we're going to see a lot of chances at redemption here. I think that we'll see a lot of crazy action in the lower loser bracket as we kind of work through it.
Yeah, we will absolutely. The qualifiers actually had a best of 1 rule set, and whoops. All right, so I have the rules on the right-hand side of the screen. All matches, including the lower bracket, are a best of 3. Grand finals are a best of 7, with the 1 map advantage going to the upper bracket finalists, the only player who will have an undefeated record. Both players will decide who they will ban, or what maps they will ban first, using the coin flip function in the game. Bans will alternate until only the remaining maps are available to be picked based on a 5-map series. There will be no bans in the grand finals because that encompasses all the maps. The maps that should be showing up on the screen are Mu 2D, Dweller 2 Map 11, King 1, Idea, Saskatoon CGI Map 08, Pyrrhic 2 Map 10, and Uptight DM Map 8. From those maps, we will be expanding into the gameplay of each. And let's see if I can switch to that. And we're going to actually take a look at each individual map set, beginning with CGI. Now, CGI is a new map to Doom competition in general. It hasn't had this kind of debut before. Ralphus, actually, you played on this map before, and as a Doom veteran dueler, what was your impression of being exposed to this type of map?
So definitely a unique map. I think this is made by Rot King. Um, I played this maybe twice in the tournament. I had actually never played it before the tournament, and it's an interesting map. A lot of it really relies more on map control instead of maybe rushing your opponent down like some of the other maps do. There's only one or two super shotguns in the map. There is a BFG. You got to kind of do a difficult jump to get over to it. One defining uh, part of this is that this map has an armor lift. You can pretty much continuously grab the armor. There's maybe like 30 or 40 stacked armors there, so you can keep abusing that. You can keep coming back and kind of mitigate that damage that you're taking from your opponents if you can control that side of the map. We did not see this map get played a lot in the qualifiers. It was often eliminated, so it'll be interesting to see if it gets more play today, especially as the loser brackets are going to have more maps played this time around. So interesting to see if it gets more play. I think it's an interesting map. It could be a game changer if a player with experience gets someone on it that hasn't really played it a lot. But I don't think that we'll probably see it a whole lot.
Yeah, it tends to be a map unfamiliar to many players who have played the game a long time. We have quite a few of those players in the bracket. And I'm going to switch over to Mu2D, which is a much more classic map. Alt Stab, are you here?
Yeah, man. Hey,
What is
thanks
your
for
opinion?
having me, you guys.
Yeah, no problem, man.
um,
Looking to get your opinion on what makes Mu2D a competitive map. You've played on this map multiple times throughout your gym career. Looking to get your insight.
yeah, so I'm just a retired scrub now and was barely competitive in 1v1 back in the day. But I love the game, and you're right, I have played a little bit on this map, and it's kind of all about the spawn fragging from what I recall. And that's kind of if this is a tight map, it's you're gonna it's going to come down to like runs on, if you can get down into that area in front of the BFG and get a couple in a row, all of a sudden you can really turn the tides. So, but it also makes it exciting even when somebody's down by 5, 6, 7 frags coming into the end of the match. They could turn it around and make it real, a real butt clencher at the end. So,
Yeah, it's a very
it's a good
close
map.
quarters map. Lots of spawn frag opportunity. I'm actually going to check and see if the first match we're going to look at is going to start here soon. The uh, players are as follows: all the top 4 players of each qualifier have qualified for a bracket of 16 players. Then Zoa, Legion, Dante, Prote, Amar, Devastation, Disparal, Cypher, Lingranus, Dastan, J Warrior, The Best Killer, Animal, Ty, Ghost Killer, and Zakin. All great duelers in their own right. And I think we will have the ability to watch Ty and Animal's game.
Yep, Animal and Ty are going to be facing up on Texas. For those that don't know the background of each, Animal qualified in the first qualifier, I believe, or possibly second. He formerly spent a lot of time living up in Alaska, had a rough connection, but big time Z-Dame and Odomex player, trying to make the transition over here for this tournament for San Jeronim. Ty, on the other hand, placed in his qualifier last week. He made it in under the wire, and he also has about 20 years of experience under his belt. He's played all the engines, but I would say that Zandronim is likely considered his home field. So it's going to be a tough matchup here. I think that both guys have a shot. Depends on which maps they play. I think Ty tends to slow it down a little bit more than Animal. So it's going to be we're going to have to see what maps they come up with, because depending on where they land, it's going to cater to each.
Yeah, it's interesting. They're both known to be pretty aggressive players. Hegs was called. Did they actually call Hegs or Tails?
No, I was actually testing it.
Oh, okay. We didn't get a chance to go through all the maps, unfortunately, but we'll get back to that and we'll address that on the fly for anyone who's not familiar with the maps in general. Let's see. I called Tails, and the answer was Heads. I had messages disabled for whatever reason. Fix that real quick. And Animal has banned Dweller. Ty's banned Idea. They each have 2 bans remaining. They seem to be confused. Oh, they came in here us talking. So yes, we will not see a best of 7 until the grand final. So each player takes turns banning maps until there's only 3 maps remaining, and then the person who won the coin flip will pick the first map. In a system like this, what do you guys think about losing the coin flip? Do you feel like you have more control over the picks and bans? Rafis.
I prefer to go second. Because if they eliminate a map that you want. Now there's definitely some issues going on here. They don't seem to understand how this coin flip thing works.
Interesting considering they went through this whole process with the qualifier, multiple qualifiers in fact.
I wouldn't mind going second.
Wouldn't mind going second.
What if they eliminate one that you were going to eliminate anyway? Now
Exactly.
You waste.
Kind of had the advantage.
Yeah, I feel like there's definitely a possibility for you to guide and counterpick based on the losing the coin flip, but at the same time, if you can having the first ban and then the first pick, you can also control the first step of the match as well. So there's an advantage to each, I feel like.
And I don't think that they can actually see us talking.
They cannot. Spectator settings do not allow us to communicate with them.
And for those that are aware, these are 2 of the smartest Doom players we have in the community, which doesn't speak very highly of Doom players in general. So hopefully they can figure this out here in the near future. And
I feel like the coin flip system is not too hard to grasp.
Wow.
In the meantime, oh, he says you ready. Did they actually pick a map?
He has he doesn't understand what's going on.
Okay. In the meantime, because we can't communicate to them whatsoever, let's see. Hey Blair, are you here?
Indeed I am. How you doing?
He is here. Hey Blair is also a veteran Doom player. Saw a rise to power in the World Doom League and International Doom League. You played some duels in your time, haven't you, Blair?
Yeah, I haven't won very many.
Haven't won very many, but still participated and fought to be the best. What is your opinion on King 1?
King is interesting because there's a lot of possibilities for auto aim to just screw up for you and completely miss a shot. Otherwise, but however, it is, you can tell when people are being outplayed on King because, they get caught by the BFG many times.
Yeah, the BFG is a huge point of contention. In fact, and there's a spawn point on top of the BFG. So it tends to be a
Yeah, and you gotta watch out. Yeah, Xandronum has a weird one of the qualifiers I spawned in that spot 8 times in a row. And lost. So I was probably gonna lose anyway, but it didn't help. So Xandronum is very interesting with the way it decides to dole out those spawns. Hopefully, on behalf of both these players. I hope that neither of them have any situation like that happen today.
Yeah, that was interesting. But we'll get away from King 1, and they banned. I wasn't actually paying
So
attention.
we're
They
actually going to
banned
see.
Dweller, Idea, Uptight, and Eric. Now they're playing CGI 08.
Yeah, so we're actually going to get to see this in action here. Just kind of looking at the map, I think that Animal is probably going to take this. I think he's probably going to be able to outwork Ty here. I don't think it'll be a wide margin though. I think maybe 6 or 7 frags at the end of the game. Looking at probably like a 50-43 score, Animal's favor.
Yeah, we are starting with watching Animal. Animal is I want to say he's a newer school player than Ty. Ty's been around for a very long time, and he's a veteran on older maps like King 1, Mu 2D, and Dweller 2, to say the least.
Yeah, I would say that, but also to Animal's credit, I mean he's delved into the ancient skills, so to speak. You know, he really kind of hung out with that circle of Dev, Demon Sphere, you know, those guys that are really playing the old school stuff, NC Damon and Odomex. So I kind of think the edge goes to him. He just seems to play more. Even though Ty has the Xangeronum experience, I think Animal is just going to be able to. He's just going to have the raw skills and muscle memory, just playing so much recently. I know he's prepared big time for this tournament. I think that he's likely to go far today.
I believe Animal might have been practicing second only to Devastation. He's been asking for games in the MDF Discord all week, preparing pretty hard for this this final bracket where there's actually money on the line now. In fact, I'm actually trying to
So
pull
far, we're
that
looking
up.
at 4-2 here.
Oh,
Animals up with a 2-frag lead, going on about 2 minutes into this game. 18 minutes remain. Like we said in the pregame here, Ty really has been favoring the slow play in this tournament so far. So I think it's possible that, you know, given the right maps, we could even see them hit time.
Yeah, a 20-minute time limit is pretty generous where Doom maps are concerned because of the incredibly quick pace of gameplay. Animal is currently up by 3. With a frag limit of 50, he's already 1/10 of the way there. But it's still pretty contentious. Like, he's low on health right now. Ty's looking to seal the deal with this kill. Misses a shot. Gets it. And now Animal's only up by 2. I'm gonna switch over to Ty now, as he starts to narrow that lead.
Both players wearing black, so hard to differentiate between them on the screen.
There was a school of thought to change your player color based on the map you were playing. Like when you were playing Judas, you'd want like a more green or grayish color. It doesn't always work out in your favor, though.
Yeah, maybe. I just don't think that really plays a big deal in Xangeronum for a couple of reasons. Number one, this is a tournament of 16 excellent players. I don't think that they're going to get confused about where their opponent is. And number two, Xangeronum's OpenGL renderer just allows you to abuse like pumping the light level. So
yeah, light
I
levels
don't think it's a big deal.
tend to not matter as much. But Animal is still maintaining that lead as he approaches the 10 frag mark. Ty seems to not be able to really limit Animal's options. But to remind everybody listening who doesn't know the Take the Crown prize pool, $1,500 is being split to the top 4 places, with first place getting $750, second place getting $450, third place $225, and fourth place walking away with $75. So all these players have a lot of incentive to play hard and take home the trophy.
Right now, Animal, he had gone up, he had doubled Ty, 12-6. Ty is starting to kind of chip back away at him here. He's closed it back to 4 frags. Not a huge insurmountable issue. He already closed it back to 3, as I was. So as long as Ty can keep pace here and just get a good string of spawn kills at some point, he'll be right back.
Animal and Ty seem to be sparring a lot across the valley of the map, so to speak. But Animal has kept hold of a 4 frag lead. In this game, a lead like that can vanish quickly on a string of spawns, as many players are aware. It's a lot like Quake in the sense that
Be surprised nobody's
you get refragged quite a lot.
BFG.
Yeah, BFG has
Yeah, we
not
haven't seen
been.
the BFG yet. Ty, of all the players in the tournament, Ty, very good with the BFG. He's always been the type of player, especially on the Dwango 5 map 1 games back in the day, where he would basically rush the BFG constantly. It's a very dangerous jump to make to that BFG when you're playing with two players that are really aware of the map, they're really controlling the space, and they're not going to let the other player make that jump usually.
Yeah, going for the armor on this map is a big sound cue. It drops the lift and the stairs next to you, so it's pretty loud, and I'm pretty sure any player can hear it across the whole map. So it definitely gives your position away in a game where you don't really have
When
footsteps.
Ty finally grabs the BFG here, and he's going to start to well, both players got the
Both
BFG.
players,
Animal
yeah.
gets his off first.
Animal gets a refrag with the BFG. Ooh. That's gonna hurt a bit. Animal's starting to rack up some
Saw
spawn
that
frags.
fog.
Yeah.
It was,
Animal pretty low on health. Another, yep. I was able to find him. Just push him aggressively. When you spawn like that and you start to get hit, the general plan is to take as much health as possible so that it makes your next spawn a lot more viable, and you can reestablish control of the map. CGI gives you a lot of cover between the two halves of the map, but apparently not enough cover as Ty racks out BFG kills to narrow that lead.
Oh, that's
Down.
a critical kill for Ty there.
Down
able
from
to-
a spread of +6 to +3 now, showing how quick the spread can change in a game like this.
So far, Ty's been unable to make that lead change. He's kind of just been flirting with it. It's within 2, but Animal's always right there to kind of clap back at. So we're about to hit the halfway mark here. 24 to 20 right now. 25 to 20. Animal hits the halfway mark. 12 minutes 45 seconds remain on the.
Animal seems to be playing a lot to let Ty's aggression lead him into his shots. He's taking time to measure up his shots before he pulls the trigger, which is a good strategy to have in a game where if you miss your super shotgun, it can mean the end of that life. We'll switch back over to Ty here, see what he's up to. How is he going to regain control of the lead? Animal is placing a lot of emphasis of control on the lower part. Both players using the boomstick, and it is just not working out as well for Ty, who can't seem to really narrow that gap. But with a spread of 3 or 2, I mean, it's not much. Yeah. Ty not scared of trying to pepper him down with a chain gun.
And Ty has finally closed it back to a 1 frag lead here. I mean, this is, he needs to kind of flip it back, but he's hanging right there with him.
And this is only one map of 3 possible, so a loss here for Ty is not the end of the world. And definitely not the end of his run, as every player is guaranteed a lower bracket run. Ty looking a little low on health here.
At this point in the game, I'm not even ready to start talking about losses. But as I say, that Animal pulls off a string of kills, goes up by 5. Hit about the halfway mark on time almost. 10 minutes 30 seconds remain. Animal picks up another kill. He's up 6, 34 to 28.
Looking for another BFG hit.
And all Animal really needs to do now is maintain. Just kind of space, make Ty come to him. You know, the onus is on Ty to force the issue, to go over and steal those frags away. If If Animal could just keep pace 1-1, he could just run the clock.
Yeah, the pressure does mount for Ty at this point, with only 14 frags left for Animal to win this map. And he doesn't have a whole lot of time to work with either. 10 minutes have already passed. So slowing down the game might work against Ty. Really depends on how he approaches it from this point on, but he's got to make a change and make it happen.
Yeah, I think with 9 minutes and 40 seconds left, we're unlikely to see this go to time. And I think there's only maybe been one game in the entire tournament that's gone to time limits.
There has been a couple, but they've all happened on Dweller 2. Animal taking the time to slip in a little winky face in there.
And then makes the shot immediately after.
Yeah, it's... There's nothing more more pivotal to do to a fast-paced game like Doom than to flip in a little mind game in the middle of a match. That's a good rocket by Ty. He is down by 8 now, and Animal only needs 10 more frags to move on to the next map.
The next map pick is going to be pretty pivotal because it's almost definitely going to be a huge change of pace from play of this one.
Yeah, and I think the remaining 2 maps are going to be 2D and
I believe so.
Yeah.
so both of these guys are familiar with them. I mean, it's going to be Animal's pick, correct? Or is it going to be Ty? This was Animal's pick.
Oh, I think
Ty.
yeah, it's Animal's pick.
I think Ty's probably likely to pick King.
Out between the two,
Strength's
yes.
better. But both players know both of those maps very well. You know, they're staples. Compared to this map, which is kind of coming to the forefront in this tournament. The other two have been played for decades at this point.
Currently seeing the game start to wind to a close with Ty unfortunately down 10 frags. Comebacks like this are not unheard of, even at a high level, where players are more often capable of establishing a solid form of control as Animal has. But it will be tough for Ty to come back.
I would not put my money on Ty right now.
Yeah. Sometimes it's best to say, all right, lost this one. Start thinking about the next map and how to rip it away from Animal and tie it up. Animal hunting around. Oh, and he catches a rocket out of nowhere. Animal trying to guess where to land this BFG cone. Try to catch Ty around a corner. Ty playing smart behind a lot of cover. And I would say that's part of the mind games too. If you're able to frustrate your opponent even on the end of their win, it can affect them going into the next map.
Oh, I have to imagine the Animal's feeling very confident right now. He's just kind of in maintenance mode as he walks this one. I'm sure he has an idea of exactly what he's going to be doing in the next round, depending on which round it is. You can see he just busts the chain gun out just to kind of toy with Ty a little bit.
Only 2 frags left. This CGI match has actually taken longer than a lot of the other ones I've watched. Both players playing rather conservative throughout. Trying to control each engagement.
Ty early on was really kind of laying back and kind of milking the clock as much as he could. But Animal, he's just not that type of player. You know, he is an aggressive attack type of player. So he was going to bring the fight to Ty, and Ty just wasn't really able to keep that spacing and kind of play the game that he wanted to. So Animal takes the first round, 50-30.
Yeah, a lead of 11 is pretty convincing for round 1. I would say any. Yeah.
3,
Oh, it's Ty's
2,
pick, and Ty will
1,
pick Mu2D.
fight.
Yeah, it's surprising to me. I feel like King would probably play to him a little bit better.
And I feel like Animal has
Interesting
been
to see.
practicing a lot more and has been much more SSG aim focused than Ty has been as of late.
Well, even on Mu last week, Ty had a game in the qualifier, and I think it probably was like the longest Mu game in
3,
any of the tournaments so
2,
far.
1,
He has a tendency to really just lay back in these maps and kind of let the fight come to him. Usually, he'll kind of pick and pop.
lead.
And
Gets
Ty
his
gets a
first
good,
kill here.
solid start off. Playing the upper area of Mu.
We're tied for the lead. Takes the lead.
Animal gets a shot on him before he actually slips into the teleporter. And Mu is the type of map where you can have a really good or really bad spawn streak, but it is well known as being a map where the spawns can be controlled, considering there are quite a few of them clustered in a small spot over there by the BFG end of the map.
And just to give everybody an update kind of around the rest of the tournament, Dante and Prote have been playing. And
Lead.
Prote just took a win
Taking the lead.
over Dante, who was probably the favorite in his area of the bracket. So now they're tied up 1-1 as they're going into the final.
That's good. It's good to see rounds start to get traded between all these top players who have fought really hard on all their respective qualifiers. Just showcasing how well the qualifier system has been working in ensuring a really strong final bracket.
And elsewhere, we have Devastation facing up with Amar. There's no score there yet, although Dev is leading 11-7 in the first round.
And this game has been
Back to
quite
this game,
even.
It's been tight, back and forth. Animal takes that lead back.
Ty playing
But-
that last bit, pretty smart, letting Animal come and rush him down, taking an angle that's not very
When
common
Ty
out there.
actually grabbed the BFG.
And ate a rocket
Dude.
for his troubles.
When Animal did.
Oh, jeez.
Ty made the right move there. You know, he got to the BFG. He was ready to roll out, but Animal just placed a perfect rocket. And now Animal's taking advantage of some of these spawn kills, and he's able to go up 5 frags over Ty just like that. And that's really the punishing part of Mutually. Your back's against the wall. Once you start getting spawn killed, you have to keep, your aggression and keep your cool, because right now you're just seeing Animal go on a streak, and how he's up 9.
Yeah.
Ty. So right now, Ty takes one back. Animal up 8, but just a few moments ago, Ty was only down 1.
Yeah, so it can totally change the other way for sure. That is kind of how Doom spawn frags tend to happen. Especially on the older maps where a lot of players have them down to science, really. And Animal playing, or Ty playing the upper part, Animal looking, just waiting for Ty to drop down. He says, "Come challenge me. Let's go." Animal looking for another spawn frag here. Doesn't get it. Ty misses a little bit of an opportunity to swing around and frag Animal right off spawn. Animal picking up the rocket launcher has been a pretty good move of his. He's been able to screen that whole center corridor of the map, which is what stopped Ty's BFG rampage and led to that big streak. So gets caught by the cone there.
Ty's able to get a BFG. Ty finally getting some help in that. He missed a crucial kill there.
Yeah.
But he's closing the gap back up here. Ty down 6. Again, Animal can just kind of go into maintenance mode here, like the last round, where he just kind of has to keep 1-1. Nothing. He doesn't have to do anything extraordinary. He just kind of has to play a basic.
Alt Stab, you've been quiet for a bit. Let's get your opinion on this match so far.
Yeah, sorry, I'm doing a little work on the side here.
All right.
But yeah, I thought this was going to be a better match for Ty than the last one. This is so strong, close quarters with the super. He got down. Looks like he's going to come back here. Although I would imagine this is going to be a good map for Animal too, because I remember playing with him in Demon Sphere constantly on this. So
Yeah, Mutu definitely favors aggressive players like Animal and Demon Sphere. I see. That was kind of interesting. Ty seemed to stop moving there for a second. Maybe he's waiting for a shot. But he's narrowed Animal's lead a little bit. Not by much, being... Oh, he's up by 6, and that can change at a drop of a hat if Animal gets a string of poor spawns. But as Animal hits the halfway point to 50 frags, pressure will gradually start to build on Ty to retake control of this. Animal dodges a couple good BFG cones. Ty's got one more shot, misses it, but follows up with the SSG for a solid kill. Animal reasserting control over the lower area. Seems like he's not allowing Ty a foothold at all.
Yeah, Animal is just he's a great veteran player. So is Ty. Animal had a good string of luck there early in the game, and unless Ty finds his own string of luck where he's able to roll off 4 or 5 spawn kills, Animal can really just kind of keep it, trade frags.
That was an excellent BFG cone placement. Another one. Animal is taking very tight angles with the BFG and finding Ty around these corners.
Animal came prepared. I mean, let's not shortchange all the work that we've seen him be putting in, throughout the... He's been trying to practice every single day. He wants the money.
Oh, absolutely, and he's been showing that in asking for duels every day, finding reliable duel partners like Devastation. I think Animal will go far in this upper bracket. He's increased his lead to 13, which at the 35 frag mark is pretty significant on a map like Mu. That's a pretty convincing lead. Looking to flush Ty out, he's eliminating some angles. Finally finds him with a partial splash, finishes off with a second. And not wanting to take that point blank fight with a great rocket. Another great rocket. Animal has found a very cozy style of rocket play, limiting Ty's movement options on Mu2D, which I find pretty impressive. A lot of players don't use the rocket launcher.
Himself to a rocket, and he's just blasted off. He's up 14 right now. This game's as good as over. Animal's gonna take this.
Yeah, I would agree. It would take a Ralphus grade spawn streak for Ty to come back at this point. Ty's an excellent player.
Happen, so.
Yeah, most certainly can. We definitely have seen it over our careers in Doom, for sure, but it is extremely uncommon, and we have seen comebacks before, but at the top level like this, where Animal he totally came prepared, he came ready to win.
yeah, he's not gonna let that happen.
What is he doing here with the pistol? Looking for an embarrassment kill. Yeah, he's up.
Pistol.
He's up 18, and that is a big lead between solid players. But Ty is not anywhere near out of commission. He will have another chance to redeem himself in a best-of-3 lower bracket game. And we have seen people lose their first round and come back and qualify for the finals.
Yeah, and
It's entirely possible.
Ty's gonna match up against the loser of Ghost Killer and Zach. Whereas the winner of this match is gonna match up against the winner of Ghost Killer and Zach. So, some other updates around the league. Langrenus beat Dastin 2-0, and Desparrow beat Cypher 2-0, and Denzella beat Legion 2-0. So All three, Denzoa, Disparrow, Langrenus. Right now, Dante is up 31-28 on the CGI over Prote. So that's a close game, and that's the final round of that match. So the winner. And Dev and Amar have split wins on their side, and they are playing Pyrrhic. And Armor is currently up 11-4 in their third round. So
Animal's still
close
looking for a
games happening
pistol
right-
game. Oh, jeez. Is Animal looking for a fist kill? Oh my goodness. He holds the angle and secures it 50-30, and that is a 2-round win for Animal. CGI and Mu2D, he took it pretty convincingly. So, let's shift gears here. So I can alt-tab and figure out what's going on here. And you said, I'll refresh the bracket here. Let's see. Let the map
So
cycle
Animal's going to
through.
move on
Okay.
to play Ghost Killer, and Zakin is going to match up against Ty in the loser.
All right.
Do you
then.
have an idea of where we're going to go? Are we going
I
to follow
don't-
Ty and Zakin? Are we going to
Yeah,
move over to Ghost Killer
Not sure.
and Animal?
Let's see what we got in the pipeline here. Denzo up 2-0 against Legion. Despero takes his game 2-0 against Cypher. Langrenus and J Warrior are probably going to go soonish, but we do have, like you said, we could cast a lower bracket game. See what we're changing servers real quick. Amar and Devastation are currently playing and being casted on Motherload stream, which is called In the Keep. Let's see.
And just a score update, it looks like Dante is likely going to advance in his game. It's a big win over Prote. He's up 48-42 right now in the third round, so unless Prote can pull off a miracle, which he's kind of trying to work on, 48-43 right now, that's going to probably go to Dante, and you can check Dante probably out on King Dime stream.
Oh, is that what they're streaming? Excellent. Let's see, and
a score update from the in-game stream. Amar is up 26-18 on Dev in Pyrrhic, and there's 15 minutes remaining, so you know if that's gonna almost definitely go to 50. Amar is pulling off some big kills right now too, so he's up 9 over Dev, and Amar is a great Xandronal player, whereas Dev, spent a lot of years on Doom 2, XA, Z-Damon, and Odomex. So adjusting to Xandronum, Dev has that raw skill that he's always going to transfer over, but he's probably still adjusting to some of the quirk of the engine.
yeah, that is one thing about Doom ports, is they tend to have their own little quirks, depending on what their port mission is, and how much they carry over from their parent Z-Doom code. I'm trying to see what we got coming up next. I know Langrenus and J Warrior are up in the upper bracket, ready for a fight. Best Killer and Dastan are also ready for a showdown in the lower bracket. Now I'm trying to figure out where these players are.
Well, Animal and Ghost Killer are in New York Ownage qualifier 3B, so why don't we just
Yeah, let's do that one.
Oh, okay, I see it now.
So did Zach find his headset? Or find a new one or something?
Is that what was going on?
I don't know, like 5 minutes before it started, he said his headset broke or something. I wonder if he's playing with no sound.
I would most certainly hope not.
Alright, so Ghost Killer versus Animal. It looks like they're doing their eliminations right now. Animal eliminated Dweller, Ghost Killer eliminated CGI, Animal then eliminated Idea, and Ghost Killer eliminated Pyrrhic. So that's going to leave King 1, Mu 2D, and Uptight DM in the map pool. And it is going to be Animal's.
Adjusting the round count up at the very top. And we're going to be back in.
Animal picks Mu 2D. He's pretty confident about what he just did to Ty there, most likely.
Absolutely should be. He had a convincing victory over Ty, who is still a very strong player. Good luck to Ty in the lower bracket. But now we're going to see a showdown between two very strong players, Ghost Killer and Animal. I can't remember off the top of my head where they placed in their qualifiers, but they are definitely favorites to go far in this tournament. We're going to be starting watching off Ghost Killer. The Mu 2D begins.
He, in the second qualifier, I believe, he placed with the Sparrow. He came in second. So he got a pretty good seeding, and I believe the Animal was in the top of his as well. I know that he won, but Ghost Killer gets off to a quick start here.
Yeah, Ghost
won now. Animal's able to fight back a little bit.
Ghost Killer really not wanting to give any ground whatsoever. Very aggressive play so far. Almost eats that BFG. Slips through the teleporter, but still gets caught in the cone of the follow-up shot. Spread has been reduced down to 1 after a really strong start, but there's no reason to think that won't increase as the game goes on. Now it's tied up. That's how quick. That is how quick this game can change on a map like this.
Yeah, and this is looking a lot different than that last game with Ty against Animal. There's a lot more high-flying action. These guys are just kind of brawling all over the map, really kind of chasing each other down. One thing you have to wonder is that Animal on the last server had played with about a 50 ping, and now he's playing with a 100 ping, whereas Ghost Killer is always playing with that higher ping. So you have to wonder if Animal might have to adjust a little bit to Xandronum, the way it handles lag, compared to Ghost Killer, who's always kind of playing in that same 130 ping range.
Yeah,
slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, now that players have gotten through that initial blitz looking for that really quick footing, things are going to settle back into a more predictable rhythm for both. I say as Ghost Killer flies off the ledge, nearly gets rocked, and takes the frag with only 5 health left. It's anyone's game at this point between two top players, but like you said, being comfortable with your latency, it might work against you in a tournament setup like this where we organize a mutual server every single game between players. So to try to reduce the latency gap.
So right now, both players really keeping it pretty close. You know, Ghost Killer is up here 12, 13 now to 10, 3 frag lead, not insurmountable.
Now, in terms of money, what are we talking about here? What's on the line?
So out of $1,500, first place gets $750, second place $450, third place gets $225, and the fourth place gets $75.
Okay, so another thing to think about. Like, this is potentially life-changing money for somebody like Ghost Killer. Where he comes from.
Yeah, that's true. Ghost Killer is from Brazil.
Yeah, some piece of crap country.
Oh, dang. Woo! All right.
No,
Let's try that one again.
It could add a lot of pressure, or maybe you're just gonna want it.
Yeah, I mean, this is
right now,
US dollars.
Like he wants it more. He's up 21-16 here, 5 frag lead. And Ghost Killer, I mean, what can you say about him? He's a great player, and maybe not such great personality. He rubs a lot of people the wrong way.
Great
He's
comedian,
great.
or at least he thinks he is.
Let's I like the term inflammatory, which Doom has had many of those over the years. Many accompanied by great play styles. Ghost Killer is definitely someone you love to want to beat. So it's really on. It's the pressure's up to
True,
Animal
the
if he
Doom
wants to
community
smack
has
him
always
down.
had its heels. It's always had its bad guys, and right now, Ghostface is definitely filling that role as one of the top heels.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
Animal, in the midst of our little discussion here, has crawled right back in. He's only down 2 now. 26 to 25. So we're at the halfway mark, and Animal only has a -1 deficit. So
Yeah, we hit the halfway mark. Even on the heels of Ghost Killer's spawn streak, we're going to switch over to Animal, watch him play a bit.
Who could also use the money because I'm pretty sure he still works for the army. So, although I don't know, maybe he's making good money.
I mean,
I do know that he just moved back from Alaska. He's in California now. So
in
Oh,
terms
yeah,
of a hobby, a video game that it's pretty old at this point, with still a vibrant multiplayer community. To see this kind of prize pool is really impressive. So a huge thanks to King Dime for sponsoring this event and drawing out tons of competitive players to compete for that pool.
yeah, for sure. And let's be truthful about the money. I mean, as far as who needs it, $750. I think anyone could use it. So
Yeah, definitely
man,
something to
this is
fight for.
America. I could pay for a trip to the emergency room that you couldn't afford.
Probably just the ambulance fee. You're probably fine with that.
oh, if you only got $750, they'll just let you. They'll put you in a trailer behind it. And Animal ties it up. 32.
Yeah, we are now
32. This is
tied.
the first time
Oh, that rocket
Animal-
almost gets him.
Animal has an opportunity here to make a lead change. There has not been a lead change since this kind of got started off, and Animal's flirting with it, and he has a chance again. He ties it up. Ghost Killer takes it right back from him. We're in a tug of war. 15 frags remain for Ghost Killer. 35-34. Tied back up. 15 frags for both guys.
Animal getting
finally
a
takes the lead.
string of spawns in that lower spawn point too. It's easy to control from that staircase. And he just lets Ghost Killer walk right into him there. Animal's trying to favor the rockets to screen Ghost Killer's movement, cut off his options. It's anyone's game.
Momentum. You could feel that momentum change as Animal just kind of starts chipping away. Now Animal's in the driver's seat. He goes up 2, 39.
Dodges that spawn kill really nice.
Sorry, what was your question?
Who are we spectating?
We are spectating Animal.
Right. I think we might need to look at the stream afterwards. It kind of blocks. You can't really tell.
Oh yeah, it kind of does. Oh, I'd have to remake the overlay for that, but yeah,
After this.
yeah.
So right now tied up, Animal 42, Ghost Killer 42. Animal takes the lead, 43-43 again. They are just kind of duking it out. There's only 7 punches left, so.
And we're going to switch back over to Ghost Killer, who has been very aggressive.
And Animals gets a string of spawn kills here. Puts him up 45-44, but Ghost Killer gets a great shot from across the.
Yeah, this is a hell of a first round between these two players in round 2 of the upper bracket. Even this close to a couple of spawn frags could decide this for either player. That's how tight this is.
Bad luck right now.
Oh, spawns right into a VFG cone too.
Is finally using that. Animal sets some distance here. He's up 49-45. Ghost Killer can get these spawn kills.
1 left for Animal, and he takes it. 50-47.
Great game by both players. Animal just happened to catch that momentum at the right time towards the end of the game.
And I didn't have it enabled before, but I have a goal key system now on the stream to show who's who's won the rounds, although with the player names not showing right now, it looks like a blue skull floating in the ether. So now we're going to go to... Whose pick is it? Is it... Oh, it's Ghost Killer's pick, and he picks Uptight DM.
Yep, we haven't seen Uptight DM yet today, and I haven't really seen it a lot through the qualifiers, although it has been played. I just haven't run into it myself.
We are going to be starting on Animal for
I think
this
the
one.
Ghost Killer is going to have the advantage here, just because this is kind of an uncommon map. I think Ghost Killer has more play.
Dangerously near the gimmick map moniker.
Well, for sure. The
absolutely,
BFG
yeah.
is-
That's very.
I'll
That
be
switch in the
very
middle is
surprised
pretty
if
interesting.
anyone. Yeah, so I would be really surprised if anyone goes to that BFG.
That BFG's in a very dangerous spot with players who really don't miss their shotgun shots very often. Definitely is like a little trap of a spot. I haven't seen it used more than once in the games I've spectated over the qualifiers. Most players tend to either be on the outskirts with the shotgun or control the middle with the SSG. Which Animal is struggling a little bit against Ghost Killer on this map. As we start off with only a minute in, 10 frags total between the players, showing how quick this map can actually run.
Maybe if we see somebody get down, we'll see him try to.
Oh, he just went for it, yeah.
Oh yeah, Ghost Killer just made a move for the BFG there. Ghost Killer in green.
Whoa.
Animal. Ghost Killer
What a
is
shotgun shot.
rolling
Yeah.
awesome shotgun kills here.
We're going to switch over to Ghost Killer, see if he can make some of that shotgun magic work while all eyes are on him. But he's
It
definitely...
certainly isn't a new map. This map was made by Shane, and it's been played in multiple leagues throughout the years. It was in the 2015 Duel compilation for the WDL, DDL tournament. I think it's in Duel 4.
Animal's
So
got
it's not an
BFG.
uncommon map, but it's just not played like this game.
Yeah, it's not utilized like the very well-known and memorized maps. Like King 1, Mu 2D, Dweller. So
Ghost Killer's up by double.
yeah, he is...
16-8. Animal gets a frag there, 16-9. But Ghost Killer is keeping his distance pretty easily so far.
Ghost Killer very comfortable hanging around in the middle and just trying to out-aim Animal in these gunfights. Not willing to give up a whole ton of ground. And just swings around, he's like, I bet I can fire before you, and he does. Animal is slowly chipping away at that lead. And neither player has hit 20 frags yet, so it really is anyone's game at this point, but Ghost Killer definitely earned the early momentum. And looking
It
to
just looks
take
like
away
Ghost
around.
Killer's a lot more comfortable on this map. Whereas Animal, you know, Mu 2D, that's kind of his arena. That's where he really thrives. And that's
I believe this was the map that Ghost Killer secured his seat spot with, actually. Very strong. Very strong player.
Yeah,
that was a great kill off of the spawn there for Ghost Killer when he spawned up.
Yeah, Ghost Killer seems to have these spawns very well down. It is definitely one of his strongest points to at least chip away a good chunk of health off the player before they can even react off a spawn. If not kill them outright. Little distant shotgun battle. Animal narrowly escapes with that one. Ghost Killer's maintaining that lead so far. Sits on the other end of that BFG and the spawn point. Looking to expand a comfortable lead of 10. We're going to switch over to Animal as pressure begins to mount. See if we can watch some magic happen, if he can change up his playstyle and... well, hopefully. But we may very well see a map 3 happen. do you happen to remember what the
Yeah,
bans
I think
were?
it's-
I didn't write it down.
I think the tiebreaker would be king. And you're gonna see a lot of Muchidi and king today. They're just not eliminated that often compared to the rest of the maps.
I wish I had statistics on which maps were the most picked. That would be kind of interesting to have. But I did not come that prepared.
The Ghost Killer up 11 right now. 10, 36 to 20. Unless Animal can get really lucky here and take that momentum back, I think we're going to see Ghost Killer kind of walk it out as they move towards King.
A great shot by Animal and Ghost Killer. Just a little fadeaway ledge shot. Spawning. Ooh, getting a little ledge play in. Oh, nice trade with a rocket. Animal looking to chip away some more kills. He has knocked down a little bit of that lead. Animal seems very comfortable at mid-range engagement, while Ghost Killer really wants to narrow that physical gap between them. Get in his face and shred him. Ghost Killer hitting 40.
Great off of the spawn kills this round.
We're going to be watching Ghost Killer as this game progresses into the 40 frag range. Still maintaining that lead of 8.
BFG.
That BFG seems like a pretty good death trap for anyone who's aware of the map. Couple quick kills. Animal almost seems glued to that exit ledge spawn. Four frags to go for Ghost Killer with a lead of 9. All but ensuring that he will be taking Uptight DM and going to a tiebreaker. Animal getting a couple good BFG hits. But now the announcer starts the countdown. 3 frags left for Ghost Killer. Can Animal mount a crazy comeback? Looking increasingly unlikely.
Nope.
And those spawns. Ooh.
Ghost Killer just gets some great spawn kills. So we're going to see these guys go to King 1 for the final round. And so far it's been very interesting to watch.
Oh, you can't call map as a spectator, so...
Ghost
Oh, they
Killer
have to join.
started as he started out that first Mu2D round on fire, and Animal was able to cut into that lead, but Animal just could not touch him on Uptight. So it's going to be curious to see who takes King here. I think both players could easily win this against each other. It's going to come down to a lot of luck, because both are very skilled, and spawn kills are going to play a big factor here.
Good luck is issued from both players, and we are off. We get the
Ghost
first...
Killer gets the BFG spawn,
I need to turn that off.
and Animal's able to suppress that BFG spawn.
Alright. I mistakenly had the alert box enabled for this scene. We won't be interrupted with that loud noise anymore. Ghost Killer up by 2. Looking for Animal. Where is he? BFG almost free. Trapping Animal up top. And Animal gets a really good trade off that, considering how aggressive that BFG cone was. Animal just going for Ghost Killer, making sure he can't get out of that corner. But Animal is hurting. Ghost Killer looking for the counter frag. Gets it. And Animal just coming out of that interior. He timed that. He timed leaving that building very well with the door.
You're seeing Animals trying to use that SSG left to his advantage over there near the BFG.
Animal very comfortable in timing his shots on Ghost Killer. We're going to switch over to Animal and see what he can do here. Both players low. Can he get... Oh, Ghost Killer didn't know the Animal slipped behind him. Losing the BFG. And
these
every
classic
Yes.
old school maps, these kings and Mu 2Ds, they're really going to cater to players like Animal and Devastation in this tournament. Just have they've logged so many hours on them. Whereas when you start to see maps like Uptight, that's going to play really strong to a player like Ghost Killer, who has all the raw skills, but he probably has more time on a map like that.
Animal didn't seem to pick up the SSG or switch to Fist after picking up the gun. But Animal still has a lead of 3. Just letting Ghost Killer kind of play himself out. Come to me so I can shoot you in the face. And it
Oh, and a
works out
great
pretty well.
attack by Animal.
Nice juke.
Yeah, Animal definitely applying a lot of finesse on this one. Currently, Warrior, both players are tied with 1 round apiece. This is the tiebreaker round, map for this round match. Animal is up 13-10. The scores are up in the upper right. The blue skull means that they have each won a round apiece.
We're tied for the lead.
Ghost Killer tied it up.
Yeah, now we're tied dead even. Ghost Killer, ooh, lots of window aggression from Animal. Lots of spawn aggression. And absolutely, you should. That rocket spawn is well known to be the coffin for a lot of players. Animal looking for a BFG splash. Gets an SSG follow-up. Another spawn. Animal increasing his lead to 5. Oh! Shotgun? Nope. Almost, but it's enough damage for him to get a grazing super shotgun kill. Animal really trying to find that rocket launcher finesse. Ghost Killer having none of it. Reducing his lead to +3. I'm gonna switch over to Ghost Killer. Ghost Killer down to 1 health. Can't seem to get a whole lot of damage off before he goes down. Animal being very aggressive on those stairs. Oh, that and for those who aren't really aware of the BFG mechanics, your BFG splash effect continues even if you're dead, as long as you do not respawn. And that's how Ghost Killer ended up getting that kill. But Animal up by 6. Ooh, Ghost Killer pushing that. Animal gets out quick. Goes for the BFG. Not sure Animal knows. Oh yeah, he did. He caught him around the corner to the plasma room. Gets a little bit of rocket damage. Ghost Killer in a little bit of a tight spot. Will back off to get the super shotgun.
The Ghost Killer's been trailing for 5 for some time here. We're in that vicinity.
Yeah, we haven't
That's
seen.
really not a huge problem, though. I mean, he could definitely come back from that. There's a lot of opportunities for
Tied it
spawn
up
kills on
once
this map.
already.
Yeah, on a map like King 1, there are a lot of spawn points like Mu2D that if another player's there, you're all but guaranteed to get crushed. Animal actually misses a spawn frag there. Gets hit by Ghost Killer's BFG, reducing the lead
Ghost
to
Killer
3.
actually kind of has some momentum right now.
Yeah, he's
even though
cutting.
down.
Animal a little bit on the back foot here. Doesn't have a whole lot of weapons to work with, but peppers him down enough with the chain gun. Good chain gun aim.
Good shotgun return from Ghost Killer.
Animal a little bit on the back foot here, looking to get some more damage before he goes down. And at least secure a safer spawn as he forces Ghost Killer back into that rocket room. And that is definitely one strategy a lot of players will employ. If you're low on health, try to control the opponent's position, if not their health, so that your next spawn is
Ghost
not going to be
Killer
so
Has
problematic.
cut it to 1 frag here. 1 frag.
Back up to 2, but on a map like King 1, it's anyone's game. It might as well be tied if your margin is only 1 or 2. Good
Animal
BFG
is
splash from Animal.
just-
Ooh, catches him right before the pillar. We'll switch back over to Ghost Killer.
Smart to kind of wait for him to shoot all of his BFG ammo before you respawn. But now Animal is just chasing him down.
When you got the cage spawn on him.
Ghost Killer getting some unfortunate spawns for sure.
Animal
He's flying
has
back
hit
from
40
2-4.
frags. Pressure is going to start mounting on Ghost Killer to secure better map positioning, better control. Otherwise, he will be knocked down to the lower bracket. This is the tiebreaker map for this round. Catches him with the very edge of the BFG splash. But Animal's ready for the push. Nice push from the stairs there from Animal. Ghost Killer in a little bit better position, but Animal's ready for that window peek. Lot of aggression from Ghost Killer, really wanting to reassert control, force Animal to have bad spawns, looking for more spawn kills. Gets one, 30 health. Goes for the suicide so that Animal cannot get another kill added to his tally.
You gotta kind of wonder if that's the right thing to do here when you're up by such a wide margin. Because you have a possibility that you'll get one of those bad spawns.
Yeah, that is definitely a big risk. Very calculated one. It seemed to have worked out a little bit for Ghost Killer. Spread reduced to 4. But with
So
one
Animal
frag
looks like
left.
He's gonna take it here.
Oh, not just
9-45,
yet.
Unless Ghost Killer can pull off some dramatic.
Animal
Nope.
takes. He's knock on the door, steps through, and takes round 3. So Animal will move on. What a great match from
Yeah, that was a great match.
they both
A lot of back and forth there.
yeah.
Animal, great player. He's been really practicing. It's one of the reasons that I was hopeful that we could follow some of his games here today is that I really think he has a good shot to win the entire thing.
Animal is one of the favorites. Ghost Killer is too. They're both very strong players and definitely favorites to make it to the grand final. So we might see a rematch from them in the grand final if Ghost Killer makes it all the way. Ghost Killer will drop to the losers bracket 2.4, which will be he'll face either Prote or Legion, depending on how that match goes.
Around the league, it looks like Denzoa is reporting a win over Dante, which Dante had an amazing qualifier, so it looks like he actually got beat pretty badly on Mu 2D. Looks like Denzoa took it 50-28, so.
And it looks like Zakin is won over Ty, so Ty is officially out of the tournament.
That's right, Ty is out.
And we'll say goodbye to Ty. Congratulations on qualifying, but hey, better luck next time.
And Devastation is out of the tournament.
Devastation is out of the tournament?
Yes.
He lost to Cypher.
Yes, he was faced up against Amar in round 1. He lost 2-1, and he went against Cypher and 50-40 on King and 50-37 on Uptight. So that is a huge upset in my.
The old guys getting knocked out. Ty and Dev both gone.
Yeah, they are.
It's true.
Absolutely. It's so I'm going to actually start adjusting the overlay because I was not aware that it would block Xandronum's unadjustable following text. So I'll make a quick adjustment here on the stream while we figure out what game we're going to be putting in there soon.
Move over, Boomer.
Huh?
Bunch of boomer doomers over here.
Boomer Doomer's taken out early.
Alright,
back to the cubicle.
some of that, I guess I'll put that up top there. Kind of flying by to see my pants here. Alright. We're gonna have to drop the overlay and do something a little bit. Yes, actually, Human Bugs asked if we need a game. I was fixing the stream a little bit. Let's see what we got here. Almar and Desperal, Langranus, J Warrior, Animal Ghost. Oh no, Animal Ghost Healer we just watched and brackets just have not updated yet. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday, and thanks for joining us on this crazy tournament. I'm not sure there has been as big of a prize for a online Doom tournament, has there?
We actually have a loser game going on right now. It's the last one of round 1 if you want to take a look at it. It is between Legion and Prote. And that is in...
We also have the option of doing J-War versus Animal. Do you want to keep following Animal?
Yeah,
Yeah,
why
let's
not?
do it.
This is the animal stream today.
This is the Animal stream. We're all about giving great games, and Animal has not given us a reason to not follow him. Let's see, what server is he in?
They're probably going to be in a Western server.
Shoot, I can't actually see. Oh no, they're in one of the 4-slot servers, so we can't join that anyways, because Bones and... Are they moving?
See it. No, that's Legion and Prote.
Oh yeah, it's Legion and Prote. Let's see. I got mixed up. I guess we'll just keep refreshing the server list. Look out for I don't know exactly which server they're going to be on.
In the meantime, I'll give you guys an update on some of the other games that are going on. The last round 1 loser bracket game between Legion and Prote is happening right now. Legion is up 20-18 on Prote on Mooch. And that is 0-0, so this is the first game there. They're all tied up. And we have the Sparrow versus Amar. They are tied up 15 all. I believe that's the first game of theirs, and they're playing them. So a lot of close games happening around the tournament brackets right now. You can check out those 2 games on King Dime, showing Desperal and Amar, and in the Keep is showing the loser bracket matchup between Prote and Legion, where Prote is taking a commanding lead since we last peeked in there. He's up 4 frags right now, so a lot of great stuff happening right now around the league.
We're gonna try to see if J-War and Animal are going. Nothing yet. I'm gonna ask them in the Discord and see what's going on here.
I'm going to take this opportunity to go grab a drink real quick. I will be right back.
No worries, we've got a little bit of downtime. I'm a little sad the overlay didn't work out the way I wanted, but that's okay. How does that look? Pretty well. Adjustment on the fly here. Yeah, don't worry, we're going to be doing a round 3 upper bracket game. Should be kind of exciting, considering the games that Animal has played so far. We've been watching him this whole time. The tournament is moving along. Let me see if there's any new results that I'm not aware of. Let's see. Dustin has been knocked out by the best killer in a 3-map series.
Down goes the Moroccan Thunder.
Dustin is another
It's a real
player.
shame.
Yeah, I thought Dastin was actually going to have a pretty good run, but Vinny, aka the best killer, has knocked him out. We will be waving goodbye, Dastin.
For those that don't know Dastin, and for those that don't know the background of us, we ran the World Doom League for many years, and the WDL, as it's affectionately known. And Dastin was a player that joined our league, and he really was green at first. No one really wanted to pick him and put him on a team because he kind of wasn't up to the level yet. And just over the course of a couple seasons, we saw him go from zero to a hero, so to speak. By the last season, I mean, he was a bona fide starter, and he had earned his right to play with the big boys. And it's been really awesome seeing him make this tournament. A little disappointing that he didn't make it a little further today. I was definitely rooting for him, but good to see him make the tournament in general.
Absolutely.
And two people who are joining us now. This is King Dimes Take the Crown tournament with a $1,500 prize pool. We are in the grand finals bracket, where 4 people from each of the previous 4 final qualifiers now fight for the grand final game, where all matches leading up to it, including the lower bracket, are best of 3. Grand finals are best of 7, with the 1 map advantage to the upper bracket finalist. Players decide who bangs first with a coin flip, and they alternate bangs until maps from the following are remaining: Mu2D, Duel 2 map 11, King 1 Idea, Saskatoon CGI map 08, Eric 2 map 10, Uptight DM map 8. A nice blend of relatively uncommon maps to see in your typical dual rotation, and veteran maps that many people know like the back of their hand. I think we're still waiting on... Unless I missed it? I see Cypher and Ghost Killer game.
You want to just jump in there?
Yeah, we might just jump in there because I don't have any lead on the other guys. So we're actually going to do a lower bracket game. We're going to do Cypher and Ghost Killer. This is what, lower bracket round 2?
Yeah, you can actually jump in there, and I'll wait for the other one, and I'll tell you when the other one starts, because there's only one spot.
Oh really? Oh jeez. So yeah, we'll cast this one and we'll go back to the upper bracket. Ghostface and Cypher have begun. Let's pause that music for a bit. They are starting off on... Oops. Let's actually switch back to that. Get rid of the map, sorry. There we are. And, Ghost Killer's up by 3 frags already. Round 3 is not correct on the upper bracket. Did not expect us to jump into a lower right now.
So now this is a one and done.
No, lower bracket is best of 3.
Oh, this week, the finals, all the qualifiers leading up to this, loser bracket was one and done, but now they're all best of 3, except for the finals today, which will be best of 6.
And then the loser of the best of 3, that is it for them.
Yep, they're out.
Okay.
So, do or die in the lower bracket.
Yeah, we're actually going... I'm going to take the opportunity to make a couple changes here. Unfortunately, I'm just going to pause that. We're going to hear a bunch of Doom guys screaming their heads off. Move this over. Which one is this? Round 2 of the lowers, yeah?
Yeah, well, you might, yeah. We're about to move to the other upper, so.
Alright, back to it. Round 2, lower bracket. Sorry for the interruption there. The Xandronum hates it when I alt-tab. Ghost Killer and Cypher, even. Ghost Killer with a slight advantage, but 30 health. Letting Cypher gun him down. And Cypher is a strong player from Russia, if I recall correctly. A name that I'm not
actually,
personally aware of.
He defeated me in my first week. Pretty strong player, and then he actually went on to qualify. So very good player. And obviously, he just beat Dev this week.
Yeah, so
not,
considering how strong Devastation is as a player, for those who don't know, Devastation is a QuakeCon tournament finalist. Very strong, old school Doom player. Who primarily duels. And has taken away a lot of championships from people over the years. So for him to get knocked out in the first matches of the grand final bracket has been kind of surprising. In this game, we have Cypher and Ghost Killer going head to head, blow for blow. Both players pushing each other's spawns pretty aggressively. Cypher holding an off angle on the BFG platform. Ghost Killer says hello. Takes a couple frags away from him.
There's a lot of pressure when you go down in that first game in the loser bracket because if you don't win the next two, you're just done.
Looks like Ghost Killer made a little mini comeback. He was down 2, I think.
Now he's up by 3.
Yeah, they were tied for quite a bit in the first 20 or so frags. Now, Ghost Killer's starting to assert himself a little bit. Cypher unsure which direction to take in that spawn position. That back corner spawn is tough.
Are about to start.
I'm not sure. You want to follow them? I'm kind of split. I'm not sure if we should.
I think we should go to that and keep people updated on this.
Yeah, we can. Let's see. We're just going to switch gears here. No offense to Ghost Killer or Cypher, but you guys are in lower bracket, so we'll switch to that.
So they're in the banning phase in the other game here, J Warrior versus Animal. J Warrior bans CGI and Animal bans ID. And J Warrior bans Pyrrhic. And Animal looks like he's going to ban Dweller, which is going to leave Uptight, King One, and Moo, which we've seen that configuration a lot.
Alright, and I'm going to start joining the server here in a second when it refreshes. Which one are they in? Oh, I see them. I'm still fiddling a bit around with the stream. Trying to find a good place for the take the crown thing. Oh, actually, you know what I can do? I can put it over in the corner here. Yeah, there we go. Good little spot for it. Alright.
So they're going to start on Uptight DM. And that was called by J Warrior.
Do we know what the bans were? Sorry.
Yeah, so the 3 maps are going to be Uptight, and then it's going to be either King or Moo.
Ooh, okay. King and Moo are pretty solid mainstays for all duelers, new and old. But for Uptight to be the first map is kind of interesting. We're starting off watching J Warrior, another veteran player through many years of duel, CTF, everything. He's starting up 3-0 on Animal.
Probably at least, 15 years of experience under his belt by now. Strong dueler, championship CTF player, great super shotgun skills.
Yeah, it's interesting to see older players like J Warrior take an early lead on maps. Well, I wouldn't say newer maps, but maps that are typically you don't dream about after hours of playing Doom Duel.
J Warrior does hang with a newer crowd with EG. You know, they kind of play this Andronum style, whereas Animal sticks more to the ZDM and Odomex style. So I think that J Warrior probably is more comfortable on this map. You've probably seen it,
Lead.
And now Animal has
and we
tied
saw
it
it
up.
earlier as well when we saw Ghost Killer pick up.
Duel lost the lead.
They were looking for a little bit of chain gun damage to buffer his next spawn. Looking for a shotgun refrag here, but it doesn't happen. Animal asserting control over the middle, but he's low on health. J Warrior getting that. Doesn't push that drop down spawn. Wasn't in a great position for it, but gets him up at the top SSG ledge. Looking for Animal again. Where are you at, boy? Finds him, but he's got 30 health. Oh, catches him right out of the teleporter. That's an excellent frag. J Warrior now up by 2. Animal says, I know you're low on health. Here's some chain gun. J Warrior opening the exit.
You wonder if J Warrior watched Animal's game before and saw him struggle on this map, if that had any part in him picking this.
Well, it's certainly possible. I also wouldn't be surprised if the EG guys are kind of on their own, voice channel somewhere where, J Warrior said, hey, I'm about to face Animal. Ghost Killer, like, what do you think? Ghost Killer said, hey, if you can get him on uptight, probably can take an advantage there.
Yeah, for sure.
That's true. I mean, that is kind of the future of how clans have developed. Everyone kind of strategizing in one way, shape, or form over the years, and EG is the predominant powerhouse of Zandronum. Lots of players in this tournament. What, they had Dastin, J Warrior, Ghost Killer. I'm not sure who else is on their roster that is playing in the Take the Crown bracket, but even having 3 players from one house is significant.
Sakin, Ghost Killer, J Warrior. Is that it?
Yeah, I forgot Zakin, yeah. So that's 25% of the bracket in a grand finals set of matches. So it's entirely possible there could be all EG finals for all we know.
So right now, Animal's definitely feeling the pain. This is really the only map he's had a lot of struggles on so far as we've been following his journey here today. And right now he's down 5, 26 to 21. J Warrior's kind of pacing him, but Animal's starting to kind of figure this map out a little bit. So it's possible that Animal can work his way back, but he's gonna have to go start working double time here.
They were dancing around the Super Shotgun big game. Hit back, and one of the rare cases you see where knockback really played a difference in that frag there. J Warrior up by 5 as we approach the 30 frag mark. We're gonna switch over to Animal, see what he's doing. He's just chilling. Trying to find J Warrior. Where is J Warrior? Where could he be? Go through the teleporter or not?
He's gonna wait till he sees him, try and pull a Dweller style.
He did hear the exit door open.
It's on Animal to attack because J Warrior's up. He doesn't really have to go anywhere with the time. He just kind of lay back. And
J Warrior's very confident in his aggression as well. You see J Warrior pushing up constantly. Animal is usually the one who is plus backing the most.
Well, J Warrior has such a great super shotgun shot that his aim is pretty much always, and that can carry you so far just on its own.
Oh, absolutely.
So Animal's actually closing some ground here, though.
Very nice run right there.
He's only down 3, down 4 now. J Warrior in the blue, Animal remains
So let's
in
see
black.
if J Warrior can take a punch here. Apparently he can.
And is this round 1? Yeah, this is the first map, right?
Yes. Oh, and Animal's able to roll off some kills, but J Warrior gets a great shotgun kill off the spawn.
Animal does seem like he's a little hesitant in pushing particular angles. He may not be as familiar with this map as J Warrior has, and I don't know to what extent J Warrior has practiced the more unfamiliar maps on Xandronum. But regardless, J Warrior is known to adapt quickly. Being a
J Warrior is this is kind of like a home turf sort of thing right now. His clan is a Xandron clan. They spend a lot of time here, probably playing Duel 40, and they just have the experience on the feel of this engine and this game. Animal is just going to have to power through, use his greater Doom knowledge and skills to. I don't know if he's fully adjusted to Xandron yet. And J Warrior is no joke of a player. I mean, as you can see right there, he kind of hid in that little area, just kind of baited Animal through.
5 frags left with a spread of 11-10 now, but it's going to be very tough for Animal to overcome this, especially with J Warriors. Oh man, those spawn frags really practically sealed it. It will be.
J Warrior just looks so comfortable here.
J Warrior is very comfortable and confident. You can see it in how he moves. He doesn't want to play the corners. He's like, here, I'm here, and I'm going to frag you, and there's nothing you can do about it. J Warrior takes round 1.
Yeah, just no hesitation. Every spawn, he's just boom. I know where I'm going, and it seemed like he knew where Animal's going.
Yeah, he seemed very confident, very comfortable on that map.
For the next battle.
Oh, absolutely. J Warrior had a great game here, and I'm sure that he's hoping he can roll that out into the next 2 games. But I'm sure that Animal's also feeling pretty confident because he's performed very well in King and Moose so far. I don't think he's even had 1 loss on them yet today, so.
Animal picking King 1. We're actually, oh, that's right, J Warrior got around. So there's the blue skull.
2, 1, fight.
And we're going to
So
start.
it's very possible that I think Animal's going to take this one. Maybe not by a wide margin. J Warrior comes out.
Strong start.
All over
Unfortunate.
BFG.
2 rocket spawns where Animal's just like, whatever.
Yeah, Animal just waited for the death.
Yes. That is one of the hardest spawns in this whole map set. That is a spawn very notorious over the years as being the coffin. You spawn there, you're as good as dead.
So J Warrior, I mean, what a position to be in. You start out 40-0. It's a nice handicap to start the game.
That was a really good BFG splash placement by J Warrior, ensuring that Animal was not going to be using that back stair entrance. J Warrior up by 4. Strong 5-1 start. Like, hello Animal, how are you? Animal lost the only frag he had. He got another one though. J Warrior up by 5. It's a tough start for Animal, who ate a BFG shot directly to the face.
And J Warrior is just on a run right now. 8-2. He is just tearing Animal up. 6
J Warrior
frags is not insurmountable at this point. It's still very early, but
the mental
J Warrior
damage
is
of
just
being down by that much early on can be. It has an effect.
oh, for sure, because you're starting in a hole where you got to work your way out of instead of even trying to keep pace. So, but Animal's able to cut it to 4 here.
Very aggressive play on this map so far. Only like 2 minutes have passed, and on a map like King, oh my goodness, the rockets, the BFG, the super shotgun, it is no holds barred between these 2 players.
Animal had a great combo there where he sent a rocket out of the window from inside and teleported in and sent another one down the BFG hall. Kind of locking up 2 different paths with the rocket. J Warrior is able to capitalize on those spawn kills, but Animal has put himself back in a position where he's not out of it by any means. Nice rocket by Animal before he follows up with a super shock.
Ooh, couple rockets.
As we get to these final rounds here with all these great players, you're really starting to see awesome weapon.
Yeah, great positioning, great weapon selection based on the situation.
Animal overcame a 8 or 9 frag deficit, tied it up now, 13-13.
Yeah, he does not want J-Warrior to get too comfortable. Early on, J-Warrior kind of ran wild with BFG splash damage and a couple bad spawns from Animal, but it's now effectively tied up. J-Warrior couldn't get the one shot off there, but gets the follow-up, and then another rocket death spawn. It's tough for Animal. Oh, gets a rocket kill. That's a great shot from Animal. We're going to switch over to Animal right now and see if he can shoot the blue bad
Great
guy.
rocket by J-Warrior. Smart BFG play too.
Yeah, great
Silencing
BFG
it up
play.
top, but Animal's at least able to get the kill and stop.
Good shotgun blast in the back. J-Warrior didn't die there, did he? I don't think so.
He retreated to a plasma area.
Animal definitely has map control with the BFG right now, but he only has a few shots left. They were going up top with the teleporter. Animal playing... Oh, gets right... Oh, what a great series of hits.
Oh, and
Plays
Animal
that
was
tight
able to
corner.
Capitalize on that spawn. J-Warrior is playing tight though. He's not giving it up. I mean, he definitely lost some momentum dropping an 8 frag lead, but now that Animal's caught back up, he's not really letting Animal take off. So right now it's really just a struggle between both of them. They're kind of trading frags here. They're both tied up at 23-23. J-Warrior starts blitzing with the BFG, puts Animal on his back foot in that armor.
Great rocket to knock him off and follow up with a super shotgun in a predictable pattern there. That's a smart play from Animal. J-Warrior's like, no, I'm not having any of it. J-Warrior stationary? Or...
He was inside. He thought he spawned inside, but he didn't see him outside of his field of view.
Oh, confirmation of a hit from Animal's rocket. That's always a little encouraging, but J-Warrior pushed in, giving Animal no room to capitalize.
Animal's tied up here at the halfway mark.
Animal wants that BFG, but he's like, no, it's too close. But J-Warrior gets the BFG himself. How many rounds can Animal sap from his BFG? I think J-Warrior might have one shot left, if that. Definitely more with picking up the plasma gun. Ooh. Catches him with a backwards cone there. I think Animal might have just walked by J-Warrior. Oh.
Yeah, he didn't know that he was sitting down there under the pillar. So J-Warrior takes the lead back. This is a great back and forth so far.
And that was a great instance of a spawn frag missing. If you miss your shot, Animal was lined it up and counter-fragged him there.
J-Warrior comes through the teleporter.
And do we know the result of the game we were following Cypher and Ghost Killer?
Don't yet imagine a sweep of this one. So J-Warrior and Animal tied up 31-31. We'll have to peek in on that in a moment.
Ooh, J-Warrior waiting for that cross. But Animal's like, I can get the SSG now. Does a little wall run up to the top corner. But kind of corners himself a little bit.
Space him with these rockets.
Trying to maximize his own damage. Super shotgun. Missing a little bit there. Ooh,
Oh,
unfortunate.
The spawn kill and caught a couple of rocket splashes.
Looking to catch J-Warrior up at the top, maybe.
Animal grabs the BFG.
Dang. The BFG splashes did not hit. That one did, but Animal doesn't have a follow-up shot for around this corner. Very low health. Risking another... Ooh, that's... Ooh, he might... Close. He was allowed out, but couldn't make a rocket connection happen. But that...
Great rocket.
What a great rocket on the corner of the window.
Jay Warrior's doing a great job just spacing Animal and kind of keeping him at.
Jay Warrior
Unlucky
keeping the
for Animal.
Animals.
Another unlucky.
Yeah, it's tough to get that rocket spawn multiple times in the game.
Animal's gonna try and rely on this BFG to get back into it.
Good job finding him in the corner. He knew
Yep,
Jay
and-
Warrior had to be somewhere.
Well, I think he learned that that's what Jay Warrior likes to do on that spawn. We've seen him do it a couple times now, so Animal was quick to pick that up.
Good job catching him
Tied
mid-air.
again.
Great
Well, Jay
BFG
Warrior
splash.
couldn't get away.
And
Tried
Jay
to
Warrior is
do
very
something.
injured. What a great... Ooh.
Animal's wanted
That
to
lift,
give up.
that lift definitely ensued in wacky times, but Animal, like, nah, I'll let the BFG do the work for me. Ooh, doesn't catch him, but gets a SG frag off him. So now we've seen Animal go from that deficit to being up by 2.
Sure. But it's not over. I mean,
Not
this is
by a
only
long
two
shot.
points, 44-42.
Great SG work by Animal. But he's definitely in a bad spot for a shotgun counterplay here. Ooh. Catches him in the elbow. Things have quieted down a little bit. Both players not as aggressive at the moment. Looking for angles. Jay Warrior barely dodging that rocket, but he's forced down anyways.
Man,
What a great
got a
play
big
by
unlucky
Animal. Good job playing that door. 1 frag left. Animal could tie this series up. And he does!
Wow, great
1 round.
great game by Animal. Coming back from a 8 frag deficit.
What a... Animal's nerves definitely play into effect there, knowing he was on the edge of elimination. Whew, we have quite the game going on. Now the final
just
map.
Like, just like the rest of the matches we've watched today with Animal in them, they've all been pretty exciting.
Yeah, Animal's matches have been universally really exciting to watch.
Just an update on that game we were tracking earlier. Ghost Killer did defeat Cypher in 2 rounds in the loser bracket, which puts Cypher out. Ghost Killer won 50-44 on that Mutu D game we were watching, and also took a victory on Uptight DM 50-39, which that seems to just be EG's.
Yeah, that's quite a good map to have in your back pocket, especially if you can play competently on the... I'll call them the 3 classic maps. Jay Warrior taking an early lead again, seeming to favor unbridled aggression in the opening seconds of the map. 5-1, 6-1. Animal not finding a whole lot of leverage. Unfortunately, we will say goodbye to Cypher. Great player in his own right. Definitely uncommon to see Russian duelers. Happy to see that there are still Russian duelers and making it into brackets like this. So, hey, it was great to see you play.
Let's talk about 2 red-blooded Americans right now. We got Jay Warrior and Animal in this 3rd round, and Jay Warrior is up 9-5. Mutu I think his favors both players. This is just going to be a match of who can catch those spawn kills and make the most of them. Right now, Jay Warrior is doing just that as he's up 12.
Animal not catching a whole lot of spawn frags himself. I think that him going up those stairs at that angle seems to be everywhere. Like, Jay Warrior's waiting for that every time he's taking that move. I'm gonna switch over to Jay Warrior and watch him clearly keep his lead.
Yeah, Jay Warrior's just dominating right now. I mean, the shot is on. I don't know if Animal spent himself on having to work for that comeback last.
Definitely a thing too, as far as large bracket tournaments with best of series. Endurance definitely plays a factor. Little trade there, and with the BFG J Warrior with a shotgun. Both
That's
players
huge
spawning
for Jay
fresh.
Warrior. He'll take that trade every time because, you know, he's just getting that BFG out of Animal's hands. He's really not losing anything.
And in Duel, typically a reset for both players will favor the one in the lead regardless, so always a good trade for player ahead to take. They were very comfortable on that rocket platform. He seems to make it kind of his home base. Wants to find Animal, wants to trap him. Couldn't get it with that one. Animal was like, no. Try again. J-Warrior says okay.
He's spending so much time on that rocket platform. He's just dictating the tempo of this match. He's saying to Animal, okay, you're going to spawn at the bottom? Well, you got to come up and get him. You're going to spawn up in that back area in the BFG ledge? Well, you know, I dare you. Run across.
Animal manages to trap J-Warrior in that teleporter corner where J-Warrior really had no way out. Now J-Warrior using cover to his advantage, but couldn't find Animal in time.
We're seeing him push back. Just like last game where J-Warrior took a commanding lead. Animal only down 3-4 right now, so 3. So it would be foolish to count Animal out.
Oh, absolutely, and we've noted before on a map this close quarters with this kind of pace, anything can happen on Mu 2D. It's a slugfest map, as I like to call it.
Both players up on that BFG route.
BFG Splash catches J-Warrior just outside of that wall. Ooh! Negative 700 health for you.
Oh,
Animal is out of control with these spawns right now.
Animal's just trying to bring it back right here. They don't know that they're so close to each other.
Definitely do now. Ooh! Nice rocket attempt. Yeah.
Takes him anyway, but
We'll switch over to Animal. Give him a little bit of spotlight as he walks into a super shotgun at point blank range.
yeah, J-Warrior is great at playing the corners. We saw that on the uptight map, and we're seeing that here. Whereas King's a little more spread out, a little harder to play the corners.
Yeah, I've noticed that with J-Warrior over the years. He is not as strong being out in the open without finesse to apply. But where he can play corners, where he can play cover, he is extremely strong. And he's doing that very well through his tournament bracket. Clearly, still in the upper bracket. Neither player having suffered a loss as of yet.
Ooh, that was a nice shot.
Now again, J-Warrior's in a situation where all he's got to do really is keep pace. He's up 6, up 7 now. He doesn't have to do anything special.
Applying tons of pressure to Animal.
Oof, Animal can't breathe.
That's
J-Warrior's just blanketing on this Swan kill.
Very strong strategy. Just limit your opponent's options so that they have nowhere to go, and it's working pretty well for J-Warrior, who's up by 5, which isn't much, but we've hit the 40 frag mark. Things are going to start narrowing quickly.
Some nice shots by Animal there, just kind of keeping.
Nice rocket.
Yeah, it was an excellent rocket. It was actually just the worst time ever for J-Warrior to peak, just bad luck. Now Animal is closing that gap again, back to 3.
Animal favoring a more conservative game, while J-Warrior says, I want to mulch you every time I see you. Ooh, he sure is making good on that promise.
That was a critical
Animal
moment.
caught
J-Warrior takes advantage.
Oh,
And J-Warrior gets the BFG.
Ooh, narrowly dodging.
Yeah, smart spot to hang out.
You see where J-Warrior was like, wait a minute, and does an instant 180. Animal narrowing it to 2. 1.
To 1.
Does good damage on J Warrior with a good spawn. What's happening now? Ooh,
Every
doesn't.
shot counts at this point. J Warrior's up 3. Up 2.
Oh, the whiff on the spawn.
Great.
Oh, now we
J
have
Warrior
3
probably got the
frags
momentum on
left.
the side at this point. 47-43, only 3 to go. Animal has the BFG.
Looking for that drop down frag too. Gets 1.
Ooh, and a nice BFG kill. But he only gets 1 kill out of that BFG, so. And J Warrior catches him coming up the stairs.
Oof.
Oh no.
Oh,
Well,
J Warrior
that will
with
be
a
it.
Great game.
What a great
Game. By
man!
both,
What a great game.
All 3
Wow.
rounds, particularly the last 2. So J Warrior advances. I think that puts him in the money, correct?
Let's see.
I think he'll be in the top 4. He'll be in the winners bracket final at least.
Yeah, that actually, I think that puts him in the money.
Yeah, guarantees top 2, I think.
3, 4. Yeah, I believe so. So now we have. Oh man, any other developments? Let's see what we got going on. Do we know if Prote and Legion played? Prote won against
Prote
Legion.
Yeah, so Legion's out, and then Langren has beat Prote. So in the loser bracket, games still pending are Disparrow and Zakin, Dante and the Best Killer in round 2, and round 3, Ghost Killer and Langrenus. In the upper, we have J Warrior just defeated Animal. So J Warrior is going to go to the winner bracket final, which I think puts him in the top 3. And then the winner of Denzoa and Amar will meet J Warrior. And the winner of that game will go on to play the winner of the loser bracket final in the grand final for the big money prize of $750 US, or presumably.
We'll say goodbye to Prote and Legion. Thanks for coming out. Linkranus advances to fight Ghost Killer, I believe. Brackets didn't seem to be updated for me, so I'm just kind of going off what the participants' channel is posting. Oh wait, there it is. Yeah, Ghost Killer, Linkranus.
Yeah, and it looks like Denzoa advanced. So Denzoa and J Warrior are both in the winner bracket finals, which will put them both in at least 2nd and 3rd places.
So we're gonna try to coordinate. I don't know who's casting what right now. I guess it really doesn't matter. We'll just cover whatever good games we got going on. Let's see what we got up next. Dakin and Disparrow are playing now? Oh wait, Dakin's out. Never mind, no. That's just a warm-up game, I guess.
Zagat's out.
Yeah, Zakin lost to Ghost Killer in the... Right? Oh no,
That was
no.
the first round.
I was looking at the
Disparrow
wrong
versus
bracket.
Zakin's loser round. Yeah,
That's underway now, but there's not enough spectator slots for us.
we'll just join. Tell Ty to get out.
Are there
Oh,
any other...
never mind.
Oh, Langranus and
Spectators
Ghostface
join.
are down. Or Langranus and Ghost Killer are underway already. Dante, Best Killer? What's going on here? I'm not sure if we'll see... your bracket of... Okay, so Amar, so Animal will be waiting the winner of a couple different lower bracket games. So Animal gets a little bit of time to recoup. Trying to figure out where our next game... Okay, they're doing Lang and Ghost Killer, Human Bones and Dime. Or Human Bones and Motherload. Duel and Dime, I'm not sure what they're actually going to be casting. I'll just jump into whatever's next. All these games are excellent. I think we're waiting on Dante and Best Killer to start. Maybe. Best Killer's waiting for a game. Oh,
Looks like J Warrior Denzo is in 10 minutes.
Dante and Best Killer actually played, but no one reported the score. Oh, Dante won in 2-0. We'll be seeing goodbye to Vinny, aka Best Killer. And Dante will move on to play whoever Disparel and Zakin.
There's a spot open in the Disparel Zach.
Oh, let's then. Alright. And now we are... I don't know if this is the first map or not. I think it is. But we're going to be spectating Zakin. This is the first time we've seen Pyrrhic get played so far in the Grand Finals. Disparel and Zakin, both strong players in their own right. Going head-to-head, tied for the lead, with Disparel hitting the 30 frag mark first. I'm actually just going to that real quick and make sure this is actually broadcasting right. It is. And see if I can get you a spot, Ralph. Oh, I think this is one of those servers where spectators, actually, spectator chat actually occurs. Okay, Ralph, there's a spot open. So, alright, Pyrrhic is an interesting map in its own right because, it plays a lot like a classic map, Judas 23, except there's a lot more outer area for people to go around. The reason I draw that parallel is because there's a drop-down death pit and a BFG there.
Yeah, very vertical, too.
Very vertical map. But there's a... Oh! Zakin eats a BFG shot from Disparel. Now we're, Zakin is... When I joined, they were very close together. Zakin is now down 5. But he's on his way back. Disparel hitting the 40 frag mark. I don't know too much about this map other than... It's pretty vertical, and there's not a lot of alternate paths on the outer area. Someone goes one way, you can kind of know where they're going to pop out at. Switching over to Disparel. For the last
Disparel's been a
5
real
frags.
force in this entire tournament so far. He won one of the qualifiers. He's from the United Arab Emirates. And he's just a great player all around. Another player that we kind of saw rise from the, you know, from the depths over the years. Just a great player, great guy.
Yeah, and Zakin has been around for a long time as well. Most people knew him as Soul Sucker for a while. Another EG player in, and that is it for Pyrrhic, 50-40. And we're going to find out if that's first round, second round, third round, fourth round, whatever. I guess that's
I'm
it?
guessing that was the ending because Zakin
Zakin was not happy about the result of that.
tantrum on the way out.
So we'll be saying goodbye to Zakin. But Disparel taking Pyrrhic 50-40. I guess it was a 3-round game. Lots of 3-round games happening. But we'll be changing servers again, I guess. And we'll find another game to jump into. I didn't realize they were that far into that game. Okay, so that means these things are J Warrior happening.
I think that they're taking a little break, and I imagine that they'll probably cast that on one of the
On Dimes,
bigger
probably. Okay. Well, then we'll do Dante versus Despero. And follow them to wherever the heck they go. Let's see. Oh yeah, so the scores were Zach and Despero 50-48 on CGI, 31-50 Despero's favor on Uptight, and then we just watched the end of Pyrrhic. So Despero actually lost the first round and came back for 2 more. Let's see.
Yeah, peeking in on the Langrenus versus Ghost Killer game here, and Langrenus is up 38-26 on YouTube, and he already has a 1 game in the loser bracket. Yep. So it's looking like Langrenus, unless Ghost Killer can really pull something out, and this is on the In the Keep stream, Langrenus is probably going to go on, and Ghost Killer is going to be out of the tournament. Langrenus is going to get a chance at Amar in the loser bracket.
Ooh, Langrenus and Amars be pretty good probably. But I want to see Despero and Dante, as Dante's been doing pretty good. Okay, so Despero was not aware that Dante won. We'll figure out where they're going next, I guess. I'm not sure if they'll come to this server or we'll be changing servers. But we are getting closer to that gigantic best of 7 grand finals. And that will be a titanic showdown for the big prize of 750 big American dollars. Second place will walk away with 450 though, so you're not going home empty-handed if you're in the top 4. Third place gets 225. Fourth place gets 75. Let's see. Langrenus Armor are going to be doing the next one, I guess. I want to see. All right, so I guess we're moving to Brit Steel, which is a British server. And yeah. We've been talking our heads off. What do you guys think about the game so far, Blair and Stab?
Just
Ooh, and Zach
the
is
ones with
having a
animal
meltdown on Discord right now.
Great. Ooh, Zachinus?
Yeah, yeah, I've been reading that. Whatever.
As much as things change, they stay the same.
Oh, jeez, that's the truth.
it's a shame that Animal's out because he had such great games.
Well, he does have another shot in the loser bracket.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
To turn it around.
Oh yeah, I forgot Dante was a Russian player too.
Yeah, they're most likely gonna end up playing in Germany.
Yeah, I'm actually in the Brit Steel server if you want to join me. Beryl and Dante are going to start the process. Heads or tails?
Oh, they're playing in Britsteel? Interesting.
Oh. Huh? Oh, I guess, yeah. Dante gets definitely a ping advantage, 55 to 120, which on a port like Sandronum, you typically,
Is Dante not Russian? Does he actually live in England?
No, Dante's Russian.
Is he a Russian that lives in England?
Well, it said when he connected, it was from Russia, so I imagine his IP is from Russia. With love.
It's a really good ping from Russia to England.
Oh, that's right. I actually totally forgot. Cypher actually said in the chat that Dante is his brother and he is from Russia. I forgot that they were actually brothers, which is really cool to see.
Really?
Yeah, Cypher and Dante are brothers. So it's cool. It's neat to see like even today, like you have competitors from all kinds of arenas all over the world. Let's see.
I mean, that's
Heads or
like look at the
tails?
makeup. The winner bracket final, you got Denzoa, he's from Belgium, versus Jay Warrior from the United States. And then in the lower brackets, still kicking around, we have United Arab Emirates. We just saw Brazil get bounced out. We have Russia. Where's Langrenus from?
I'm not sure.
I know that I think he's an Eastern European country.
Wow.
And then you have Animal and Amar.
We're seeing okay, so Dante won the coin flip, banned Idea, Despero banned King 1, down goes Mu2D, and down goes CGI. So we will be seeing Pyrrhic, what are the other? We're going to be seeing Uptight, Pyrrhic,
Uptight, and Dweller.
and Dweller.
Which is a
I don't think
very
we've seen
weird,
Dweller.
Rollout.
Yeah, Dante picks first map from those three. Also, thanks for the host, Cypher. Good run. We're just waiting on Dante. We're going to be starting off round 1, Dweller 2 map 11, a very old map. God, it's been around since I've been playing. I've been playing for 20 years. Very hard map to control. And we're going to see.
This should be a pretty good game here. Despero is a great super shotgun. Dante has shown that he's just a beast throughout the entire tournament. Really was a surprise, I think, that week that he just tore everybody up. So
Dante's movement in particular is something to watch. And
I faced his brother Cypher here, and Cypher was very, very good here. So if Dante is like Cypher, he's going to be a big problem.
Yeah, it's interesting. Both players seem to favor maps with finesse. Hence the bans for King 1 and Mu2D, which are considered more slugfest type maps. Dante drew first blood, but now they're both tied up 2 frags apiece. Ooh! And a bunch of rocket play coming out, but Dante is up by 1. Both players just trying to find out where they are on the map right now. You're going to see a lot of teleporter play if you're not used to seeing Dweller 2 be played. Those 2 teleporters in the back, right behind Dante, lead to different parts of the map. So there's a little teleporter hub, and the center area with all the weapons, and the upper area that overlooks it. Very critical areas to control. Dante doing a pretty good job of zoning out Despero, except for that part where Despero's like, hello! And now they're tied back up. Dante didn't have a whole lot of health to work with there. Despero thrown away a little bit just to get a better position. This is definitely a map that I find difficult to cast because so much can happen in such a short time. But at the same time, the map can draw to a standstill. I think this may be the only map across all the qualifiers where we have seen the time limit run out and the overtime frag rule applied.
Right now, we're on pace to go about limit. If you kind of look at the time, at 2 minutes, they both had 5 frags, so across 20 minutes, they would have about 50 frags. So I'm sure that the pace will pick up, but so far, both guys are playing it very slow. They're kind of be methodical. Ooh,
that was good. Yeah. And telefrags in Xandronum are tougher because players can move very quickly out of the teleporter. They're not limited like they were in old-timey Z-Daemon. They weren't ever stuck in the teleporter. So to see those nowadays is pretty rare with top players. Dante playing a lot more conservative game, knowing Despero has to come to him, but he still loses 65 health in that volley. Ooh. Electing to go through the teleporter, force a different engagement at a later time. Dante really loves to play that set of stairs up top. Gives him a very narrow window to be hit from, but giving him an overlook of the whole map. Very critical for players to control that if they want to draw out the game. Dante not looking to hit very often with that. Disparel now up by 1. Dante doing the mid-air joust to get that drop-down frag on Disparel. Both players meet roughly around the middle platform. And that platform is a... Oh, go ahead.
Pretty well.
That middle platform is much less of a death trap with this rule set. Weapon switch up is not forced, so you're not being forced to switch your weapon every 2.5 seconds. And the middle platform, making it a lot more viable for players to control if they don't have all those weapons picked up already. Dante barely getting fragged before going through that teleporter. We'll switch over to Sparrow, see what he's up to. He loves playing those wing sections. Pushes up top through the teleporter and gets the frag.
Not a lot of teleporter play. I've seen it used as an escape, but not as like a main fighter.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see that, I think, but I think partially these players are pretty finesse-oriented, so you won't see a lot of teleporter aggression, considering that there are no footsteps in Doom. Sound cues like the teleporter absolutely give away your position. And Disparel increasing his lead to 5, which, in my opinion, has a much stronger impact on a map like this than on a more frag-heavy map. Looking to get some chip damage with the chain gun as we progress. 14 minutes.
Really took off here. The onus is going to be on Dante at this point to put this game back in position for him, because that time is just going to keep ticking away. And that's the timer on this map is almost as bad as getting, peppered with a chain gun, because the longer you wait, the further you go down, just the more impossible it is to come back, because you can easily just kind of dodge the other guy for minutes at a time. There's some teleporter play right there.
Yeah, absolutely. For such a vertical map that with not a whole lot of space end to end unit wise, the layout of it really lends to being able to play cover, play corners, and there's some teleporter aggression from Dante. Gets off a pretty swift frag. Despair looking to counter. Ends up eating some buckshot for his troubles again. Dante saying, "Don't step to me," because you're losing your lead bit by bit. Kind of like getting blown to bits.
Dante's trying to chip back, but the Sparrow is, bringing the fire too.
Nice chip damage. Ooh, and a telefrag. Probably see a few of those.
The Sparrow was able to put himself back at that 5-6 plus lead.
Oh!
Whoops.
Whoops. And the Sparrow takes a kill. Suicide. Both players in black. It's been a popular player color.
Yeah, very, over the years of Doom, a lot of players tend to prefer black like that, as far as the sliders go.
It's very edgy.
Oh, and it's 4:20 for all you Central Time Standard people.
Wow. 520 here. What do I do?
I'm
with
not gonna
that?
be able to do anything with 220. Like, what do I do then?
Wait for 420.
Oh, there it is.
Well, what about the beer rule? It's noon somewhere. Is
It's
that
5
is that
o'clock
my-
somewhere.
I don't think that's
Yeah.
exactly.
I don't think
Noon
anyone's
somewhere.
It's also Pie Day, 3/14.
Oh,
So, celebrate with your favorite pie. What's your favorite pie?
Rhubarb.
Rhubarb. Oh,
What?
Rhubarb.
are you serious? Got two
okay.
rhubarb pie fans.
We
Oh
just become
man,
best friends.
I'm thinking next. No rhubarb.
So Disparrow is up 29-25. He's able to keep this pace as they're working through this. They're kind of fighting through the windows. You have Disparrow kind of playing that middle platform. Dante up in the teleport area. Now they're kind of switching. They're both playing each other very well.
One thing I've noticed from both players is that they're not shoulder checking all these corners. So I mean, their movement's pretty good. They're not slowing down their momentum until they get
Ooh,
to
a great-
points like that. What a great shot by Dante.
Dante closes the gap. They're tied up 29-29.
Dante
Dante
taking
takes the
heat.
lead.
Goodness, we're going back to Dante. We're going to see what he's doing. He's like a heat-seeking missile.
31-30 to Sparrow with 10 minutes to play. So far, very tense, very back and forth action.
Very tight game. Dante's
Oh, what a
favoring
trade.
a more
Oh.
conservative movement style, but as soon as he finds Disparrow, he just goes full bore. And it's working out for him as
Dante's
he...
capitalizing on those
Yeah.
spawn frags right there.
Dude, looks like he just took some steroids, man.
Yeah, the tables have turned here. Oh, the Sparrow with the jump shot.
Whoa.
A lot of close teleporter play. Aggression and... Ooh. Dante forced on the defensive from a aggressive drop down by Disparrow. Ends up in a kind of a mutual trade. Across a couple spawns. Dante missing the
Ooh, the
transfer.
Sparrow, great kill there. And a couple of lucky spawn frags puts him back up 3.
We're below the
4
10-minute
now.
mark, so if a player slows it down, we could see it end up in a time limit, but I don't know about that at this point.
They're just being too aggressive now.
Both players
Dante's
playing
starting to
really
fight back.
fast.
Yeah, the lid's off. Dante just being very patient. They're on the opposite sides of the wall. They don't know that they're both right next to each other.
Through the window and around the wall.
Until the sweat drip down. Ball.
Well, Sparrow playing having some shotgun play. Oh, jumping around the teleporters. There's the famed Dweller teleporter play. Didn't work out from coming up that staircase. Dante dropping down, looking for a frag. Gets some damage off. Oh, there's the rocket reset. Dante with a great shot.
That was a nice swing shot.
Yeah, it is anyone's game. Both players very vicious.
The Sparrow is able to separate himself a little bit here. With this 3
A little bit of
frag
pillar
lead.
play favored Disparrow.
Surprising so far is Dante has the ping advantage.
Yeah, for things like corner and corner play, you would think Dante's ping advantage would favor him more in things like that merry-go-round, but yes, Kindell, if I didn't butcher your name, new multiplayer has been kind of been a smaller, tight-knit scene for 20 plus years. And now we're doing it's a big money match with the grand finals today, deciding who gets payouts.
Nice telefrag.
And I believe the winner of this might be... Oh no, the winner of this will go into Animal, and then the winner of that will be in the money of some...
Yeah, we're getting to the money matches very quickly.
Piece of the purse.
shot.
And we're getting down to the wire now. Disparrow, 3 frags left.
Yeah,
Dante-
Disparrow can lock it up here.
Yeah, Dante has
That's
some
Dante
ground to
pushing.
cover. But with Dweller 2 being an opening map, both players feeling each other out, knowing how they kind of like to finesse around cover and maps, we still got 2 pretty solid maps to play. Dante's lowering the spread. Almost lowers it to 1.
I mean, he's
Oof.
definitely not out of it here, but Disparrow he really
He
had
needed
to make
that.
a mistake to lose it. Oh,
It's,
Dante is closing the gap.
oh, he gets a little...
Game now.
Oh! He ties it up with a little
48.
teleporter play. Oh, boy, we are in it. Both players miss.
And Dante
Dante!
gets the lead. 49-48.
Dante gets a little chip damage. Disparrow feeling enormous pressure.
Momentum has shifted dramatically in the past minute.
Just turn the game
Disparrow had
upside
this locked
down.
up.
This shows how quick everything can shift in a game like Doom. Both players low on health. Dante
And
gets it.
Dante with a
What a comeback.
incredible.
What a
wow.
comeback.
That was great.
Little round of applause for
Ready?
Dante.
He was down
Down
42 to
5.
47.
Yeah.
3.
Wow.
Dante
Incredible
taking
comeback
round
by
1.
Dante.
There's a little clap sound effect for Dante after that incredible comeback. Definitely well played, and definitely taking momentum into the next game.
Yeah, that's got to be one of the closest games today, and
Uh,
most one of the craziest, along with the Animal J Warrior King game. Just some incredible stuff there.
Absolutely phenomenal
Yeah, I
play.
mean, Disparrow was ahead for a while, and then Dante came back and took it by like 1, I think, and then Disparrow came right back, built like a 5 frag lead. Looked like he was just going to keep it there, and then a really just tough ending.
Dante ratcheted
if
down
he
and
can-
just found the chink in
see if he-
Disparrow's armor.
See if he can. That's racist. See if he can bounce back.
That's an actual phrase,
I mean,
just
This
FYI.
has
But
got to be. I
Don't
mean,
try
that's
to
got
explain it away.
all right.
It's got to be Disparrow. He's got to be hurting right now. He's got to be thinking, man, I had that. Like this was locked up.
It is Disparrow's pick, but going into round 1 and probably feeling pretty comfortable towards the end. I mean, that would definitely rattle you. We'll see if he can tighten it up on Uptight DM, which is Disparrow's pick. Dante's taking a moment breather. Loading up those, Russian hacks. Fine-tuning the algorithms. But yeah, we've seen a lot of Uptight. Dante appears to have returned. Or at least the console icon went away. I think we might have seen Uptight more than any other map so far. Followed by King,
Yeah, well,
perhaps.
Moo, maybe. Moo. I think Moo's been in most sets, but yeah. Uptight's been popular.
Yeah, and for anyone joining us, Disparrow has 1 round advantage denoted by the blue skull next to his frag count. Meaning, the next, I put on the wrong person. Dante won that. If Dante wins this one, Disparrow is knocked down to... Oh, is this upper bracket or lower bracket?
3, 2, 1. Fight.
I think this is lower bracket, so this Disparrow is on the edge of elimination, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, and we'll just start following Dante, the miraculous come from behind victor of the last round. Getting a good spawn frag, grabbing the health packs out of the exit, which eliminates them from contention later on because items do not respawn in Doom. He's now up 5 zip. He still has some armor. allowing him to survive that grazing shot, but not the follow-up. Dante looking for some little pepper, the chain gun. Didn't work out for him, but he's still up by 4. Despair out for blood, chasing him down across every corner, lined up vertex of the map. Despair wanting to eliminate him, room to move around, probably having realized that Dweller was Dante's forte. But as of yet, Despair has not been able to really chip away that decisive advantage in the early game. Dante looking for another shotgun hit. Going down around the exit, finding Despair, increasing his lead to 7. Showing how quick this game moves in only a minute 30 seconds. Dante losing a couple frags. Despair finding him up on that ledge. Dante landing a solid shot. Follow up. Solid shot from Despair's shotgun. We're going to switch over to Despair, see what he's going to be planning to do about this 4 frag deficit. Loses the chain gun, follows up with a shotgun. Now it's a shotgun duel on the steps. Despair comes away with 75 health, which is pretty good to push that. Secures the kill. Now he's in the yellow. Looks for the health packs, but Dante already took them. No health for you, sir. Despair gets hunted down by Dante, but now he's got 20 health, in danger of being one-shot from a long-range shotgun hit. Dante finding a couple spawn frags. Despair responding with one of his own. Telefrag.
Yeah, right now we're seeing this play out somewhat similar to the last game, where they're both keeping it pretty close here.
A lot more aggressive than last game. I think Despair is taking the initiative in aggression, trying to make sure Dante can't do what he did on Dweller and keep his distance and just finesse his way around the map. But now they're tied up, Dante's lead having vanished out from under him. Sparrow with a 1 frag lead, but low health. Dante seems to be aware of it, playing pretty far back. Catches him out. Sparrow with a pretty good shotgun blast. They're just trading spawns at this point. He tries to push into kill range. Eats chain gun for his troubles. Sparrow desperate to corner Dante, make sure he can't move, he can't escape. Dante moving around the map quickly and effectively, finding new angles to shotgun him from afar. Dante playing this pretty solid. Despair looking to engage as close as possible.
Yeah, right now tied up
close
at
game.
the 25 mark. Not really anyone getting that BFG. Tied up at 25.
I think we've seen the BFG be more of a death trap than anything else in our previous games we've watched. But if somebody gets one of the back spawns like the exit ledge, then you can pretty easily grab the BFG. But it's not something you should be going for like in King 1. Oh, there we go. Can Despair switch without dying? Oh, not really. Lots of shotgun play from Dante, just whittling down his opponent, frustrating him. Working out pretty well. But Despair wants to close that gap. He's repeatedly trying to keep Dante in kill range. But Dante's a strong shotgunner in his own right. Every so often, just backhanding Despair with that super shotgun point blank kill. Dante wanting to mulch Despero with that chain gun and kicks away
Yeah,
with
he
it.
does. Yeah, I mean, really at this point, the pressure's on Despero. He's going to have to be aggressive. You know, going down to the wire in this match is not going to cut it for him. We saw what happened last game. He ended up giving it up. And now he's starting to get a little more aggressive. You're seeing he's up 37-36. He's up 1 frag. If he can just maybe make another little gap here, he's going to need something like that to happen. And he does. He's up 2.
We definitely saw a playstyle switch from Despero, who remarkably changed from how he was playing Dweller to now how he plays uptight. He does not want any distance between him and Dante. He's realized that is his strength against Dante's playstyle. Dante down by 2 now, showing Despero slowly creeping in, slowly building his frags, increasing his lead slowly but surely as Despero passes the 40 frag mark. And Dante actually camping up there. Oh, gets a little one kill, and Despero responds with a shotgun blast. Oh man, it is moving so fast. This might be the fastest I've seen Uptight DM be played. They are going at it.
Yeah, I mean, we're about to hit just 7 minutes just passed, so they're rolling. Despero's up, but man, it doesn't mean anything.
Are we watching a repeat of him losing his lead? Oh, Despero has 5 health, which means he's got to play tight. Try to get some trade damage. Does not. Both players heavily hurt from that one.
Frag here. Despero gets it. Oh, but it gets spawned.
Now, oh, Dante misses a super shotgun blast.
Despero's up.
Despero is
All the
up.
marbles
It's
on the line
oh
for
my
Respect.
god. Oh, Dante with a
Oh, what
1
a
frag.
horrible
We're
spawn
watching. Oh,
1 frag to go. This is
Dante
oh,
wins!
Despero's
Dante
eliminated.
takes
Dante
it.
takes it.
Oh my.
Oh,
goodness,
what a
that's
game!
35
Two-
HP. Was all
Two
the difference.
back-to-back games, 50-49. Dante comes ahead in both.
Back-to-back comebacks.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
I
my
mean,
god, that is one of the craziest games I've seen in a long time.
I mean, credit where it's due. You know, Despero played great. It's just Dante played 1 frag better, but
Woo, baby. He really tightened it up too. Dante showing he does not care what lead you have, care where you are on the map. He'll make you work for it, or you will drop it. Great games from Despero. Unfortunately, we'll be saying bye to him. But, you know who we have up next? Animal and Dante.
yeah, so we can actually continue the journey with Animal. We've casted all of Animal's games so far. I think we should definitely keep it up here.
I totally want to cast Animal and Dante's game. Let's see, they might meet in New York. I'm already getting in there, just in case, because Animal has 100 ping here. Dante might have a little bit of a disadvantage. Man, what a game.
Yeah, I mean, incredible.
Absolutely
And you know what?
phenomenal game.
Despero had a great tournament from Despero.
Yeah, truly remarkable player. Hope to see more of Despero in the future as more events come up, for sure. I mean, you can't be unhappy about how you played there. Down to the wire. Now I'm actually trying to get in. See if we'll leave the map cycle up because I'm not sure if we're actually going to be in this server for very long. Give us a little bit of a breather, get rid of that little skull up at the top for the match counter. Wow.
So, I mean, a bunch of great games so far today. In the lower bracket right now.
Yeah, so a Ghost Killer is actually out of the tournament. I'm not sure if we covered that. One of the favorites to actually
Yeah,
win the
Lang
tournament.
was defeated Ghost Killer, yep.
Did Lane take it 2-0? Like I'm looking at here? I wonder what was the score?
And right now he's playing against
Omar. Idea Langrenus took Idea 50-47, and then Mutu-D 50-33. Ghost Killer was one of the favorites to win this tournament, along with Devastation. Like, everyone was expecting people to go very far or take it. It just shows how, I don't want to say volatile Doom Duel can be, but anything can happen between two highly skilled players.
Yeah, I think it was earlier this week on the End and Keep podcast. They had a panel talking about this tournament, and Denzel was on there, and he said he had a comment about how about 70% of Doom duels are skill and about 30% are luck. And I would say that, yeah, probably somewhere in that range, because I mean, a couple spawn kills could just, between two evenly matched players like we just saw, spawn kills make all the difference.
Get ready for the next battle. 3, 2.
And we're probably hearing the background noise from Dev joining Animals game just for a little warm-up. Thanks, Motherload. Glad you like... yeah, I put that together at the last second to kind of show the maps, and also kind of like a little flavor, little flavor between the games. We'll go back to while we watch these two people, or listen to them shoot each other to hell, who aren't actually in a tournament. We'll go over the rules again for people who are not familiar with the In the Keep rule set. All matches up to the Grand Finals are best of 3. Grand Finals themselves are best of 7, with 1 map advantage to the upper bracket finalists. The only player who will have made a run undefeated. We've been seeing coin flips to which player will ban their map first, and then they pick from the remaining maps, which we've seen them kind of on the slideshow. We're kind of listening to Animal Dev shoot each other on a shoot.wad, which is a kind of controversial tool map, I suppose. Raw aim. We'll just let them go at it in the background while we wait for our chosen one, Dante, the comeback master.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty impressive. So let's look at the finals situation here right now. So right now you got Denzo and J Warrior. They're in the winner bracket final. They're kind of holding off. They're waiting to see what happens in the loser bracket. But they are both, they're going to get a piece of the purse. Denzo is from Belgium. J Warrior is from the United States. Down on the bottom side, since Dante defeated the Sparrow, he's going to go into place to play against Animal. Animal, United States. Dante, Russia. And then
Anybody from Italy?
now, no Italy. No, definitely not. They're not allowed. And then the other loser bracket game we have here, the semifinals, is Amar, represents Canada, and Langrenus, who represents Serbia. So kind of a United Nations of players right now vying for this purse today, which is being presented by King Dime. And, thank you to him for organizing this, and it's been pretty good for the whole community, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. We haven't had a purse like that in, God, I don't think ever. I'm not sure if even the QuakeCon BYOC tournaments did that high, but it's been really cool to see. A speedrunner, King Dime has been you may have heard of him if you watch GDQ or any speedrun competition throughout the years. Like, he always runs Doom IWOGs at a blistering pace, knowing all the engine limitations, glitches, what have you, everything that makes a speedrunner great. Took an interest in multiplayer side of the community, which, to most people of our caliber is a little surprising. Usually single player and multiplayer are kind of divided. But to see Dime say, hey, I want to run a money tournament. Let's get everybody who's worth it in games in 4 separate qualifiers. And from that point on, we got the bracket we're showcasing tonight, depending on where you are in the world. And it's been really cool to see that kind of basically a revival of Doom Duel. It's really put at the forefront of the community right now, and gotten a lot of talk over multiple source ports. A lot of attention. Been really cool to see. A lot of high caliber players. Some we haven't even heard of before, or I haven't heard of Dante at all before this, and he's been proven to be an incredible player. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of the overview of where we are.
Pile of bones just showed up. What's up, dude?
And
I'm just
oh,
deleting
Jesus.
messages from 35 posting about empty Otomex servers.
oh boy,
was
sorry
a shot.
everybody. I didn't realize I had Discord up that loud. Bones blew up my eardrums. What's up,
Also,
Bones?
Dante is gonna play Animal in the server that you're in. So
Yeah,
you are
we've
in the
been
right
we've been
spot.
we've been waiting. Yeah, we were just actually kind of going over Dime's history, and it's a great time to touch on the partnership of the currently active big Doom League multiplayer Doom Federation, which King Dime is partnered with, following on the heels of the old leagues throughout the ages, the International Doom League and World Doom League, which were primarily CTF oriented. The multiplayer Doom Federation ran a pretty large three-way CTF tournament on Zandronum, and now this is like easily their biggest event as far as publicity goes, drawing people from single player and multiplayer communities to check it out. But now we're going to get into the selection process for this. Am I correct in assuming that the winner of this it will officially be winning money of some kind?
That is correct.
Yeah.
225
that-
minimum.
Right, that's the small end of the purse, right?
Yes. And so, as you mentioned that before, I brought this up on the other stream, but I wanted to say it was really cool to have like people from all different communities, not even just Doom communities either, contributing servers, contributing streamers, doing all this stuff. It was really cool. We had people put together artwork for us. It was just a really cool experience. Never organized anything like this before, so I think we can take this and make improvements and then run it again somewhere else. So, and I really appreciate you guys jumping in and streaming these games too.
Yeah,
it's been really fun.
Oh yeah, it's been a lot of fun today. For the most part, we were following Animal's journey in the first 3 rounds, so I'm kind of glad that we're getting a chance to see this all culminate here in the loser bracket for him.
this has been
And
we just had
the Dante game as well, which I don't know if you had a chance to catch any of that, but
I
man,
was
that
listening
probably-
to Motherload had his microphone and screaming. So other than
Oh, I
that,
got you.
no, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, it was impressive. We got a
it
good
was-
view of it.
gotta be one of the best games of the entire 5 weeks. Worth
But yeah,
going back and watching for sure.
it's been cool to get with other veteran multiplayer, champions like Ralph, K-Player, and Stab. A lot of experience. We've just been definitely an experiment for me personally, never having really casted before. But we're getting into let's see. Dante won the coin flip, banned Idea, Animal banned Dweller. Then down goes King 1. There's supposed to be another ban, I thought.
I'm curious. You mentioned veteran champions. What did Stab ever win?
You fucking son of a.
Hey, it's a family.
Hey,
Sorry.
this is not an after dark stream. All right.
This is clearly before dark.
These kids
I'm looking
watching
outside.
this, you dumbass.
It
All
is
right,
not
Uptight. I don't know what the other ban was, but we are on
Uptight's
Uptight.
the word for it.
And we're going to be watching, we're going to start off watching Dante, the comeback specialist of the world. Already up 3-0 on Animal. It's kind of cool, though.
Yeah, Dante's been on fire. He's just got a super momentum on his side. He just really had a lot of success coming back twice against Disparrow in the final minutes.
God.
150 to 49 in both of those games. Something else.
Great shot so far from
Animal-
Dante, too. God dang, he's taking this with authority. Must be high on his previous win. Grabs the exit med packs, which we saw other competitors walking the exit rim like, where are they at?
And for Animal, you have to wonder if also I saw him warming up before this, but you know, his tournament, he hasn't really had a game for about an hour, so you kind of wonder if he got a little cold.
Yeah, and maybe he should have been warm here because opponents keep picking it and he keeps losing them.
As has been the case through any game, any arena ever with maps that vary so wildly, some people just don't play well on certain maps and never will. But you gotta find your way around it if you're going to be playing for keeps in a bracket like this one. Dante up by 6. Looking a little wounded.
In the qualifier that Dante won, he mentioned that he has been playing his games from an internet cafe, which I find to be pretty awesome considering how well he's doing.
He's playing now from an internet cafe?
He was 2 weeks ago. I don't think that's changed.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's definitely not an at-home environment. You're not may not be entirely comfortable there, but he is pulling off some bananas games that we have had the pleasure to watch. We've watched Animal for most of the bracket. We watched Dante following, and now these two people meet. Oh, perfect. Dante up by 6. Animal can't seem to really shred that lead without Dante getting chip damage off before he goes down. As evidenced right there, Dante wounded a little bit. Animal liking those little corner shotgun sidestep frags. I'm gonna switch over to Animal real quick. He contemplates the exit door for a second.
Oh, Dante got the BFG there.
Yeah, it's rare to see the BFG used in uptight. It's very similar to King, where BFG can be a death sentence. But yeah, really amazing to hear that Dante's playing from a public place.
Well, so far, I mean, Animal is definitely kind of covering some ground that he lost at the beginning. He's down 4 right now. He was down maybe 8 at the beginning of this game, so he's kind of clawing his way back in. Yeah, and now he's only down 2, so equal pings from both of these guys. So
yeah, they're pretty dead even.
Despite the fact that they're located on 2 opposite sides of the entire globe, it's cool to see that they have equal pings here.
And it's fortunate for them because Doom is, with how the engine works, 100 ping is not, a game-ending sentence by any stretch. So the engine actually kind of is built well for cross-continental play. But we're seeing Dante not giving Animal much ground. In fact, Dante's playing a lot like Despero was, just very aggressive, not giving Animal any room to breathe. And it's working out very well for him. Animal's options are limited off every spawn. Took a 95 damage grazing blow there, too. Dante,
That was a heck of a run.
Dante just asserting dominance. Sat out there outside the BFG, said, nope, you're not having that one. Dante dropping down. Another spawn frag. Animal has to pull it together if he's going to avoid elimination. If he wants that coin. I'm going to keep it on Animal for a second. I want to see what he does. Is he going to make a big change in his playstyle? He's playing pretty conservative. He wants Dante to come to him.
He's gonna have to do something special at this point.
Dante ready for it.
Dante just went on a ridiculous roll here, so I'm sure Animal in his head at this point, if he's like most players, he's probably thinking about, all right, what map am I gonna pick next?
Yeah, at this point, that's probably what I would do. Be like, okay, Dante got this round. That is 17 frag spread is very tough to overcome. Animal playing almost scared, it looks like. Not sure what he can pull off. Maybe trying to get as much damage as possible. That's a couple good kills. It's a grazing blow. Can't follow it up. Dante has a lot of control in this map. A lot of authority. We're going to switch over to Dante for presumably what will be the next 30 seconds. 60 seconds, probably. We're only 6 minutes into this map, and Dante's already at the 40 frag mark. It's pretty phenomenal how quick this map is moving.
Now, did you say grazing blow because his name's Animal? He was grazing?
I
Well, see, that's he's out here playing like prey, and you got to play like a predator. Predators don't graze; they attack.
And that's what he needs to improve on. Is less grazing.
Or maybe he's like Animal the Muppet because he's getting shredded. My God. Dante,
Yeah,
46
chewing the cud.
Oh, shit. Oh, boy. Either way, Dante is executing a route at this point. Yeah, it'd be nice if Animal hit 30. That tends to be a pretty good mark for players to be like, okay, I didn't get totally destroyed. But it is definitely a very convincing lead for Dante at this moment. Playing below the super shotgun. Is Animal going to push? Where is he? Dante's movement very smooth. He's not shoulder checking all these interesting angles on the stairs. Oh no. Drops right behind Animal. Gives him a shoulder tap. One
Big
frag
comeback
left.
coming here.
Not even Dante can pull this kind of comeback though. Animal getting some frags. Oh, he goes for the exit self-death strategy. Try to limit Dante's frags, but he took too much damage right off spawn. Dante takes the first round.
Yeah, they were all tied up for the most part. Dante always had a little bit of a lead, but then he just really took off. So Dante pretty handily takes care of Animal in that first game. I'm sure that Animal is going to be okay. So Animal had success on this map in the first round against Ty.
Yes.
We haven't seen CGI a whole lot this tournament, so it'll be interesting to see. Bones, do you know if Dante has actually played on this map at all in the tournament yet?
I think he's played once. I mean, he's performed like if you know that spawn kind of up basically where he is right now.
Oh, the one by that diamond lift?
Yeah, he would get like I remember him getting like a series of spawn frags there in typical Dante fashion. So, you know, I mean, I think the thing that Animal has to do here is try to just keep some distance between him and Dante because, I mean, Dante's just he's not missing anything right now, and you don't want to get into a close quarters battle with him because, you know, it's not going to go your way. So I think he needs to just try and keep that distance, and this is a good map to do it. I mean, but at the end of the day, there's not much you can do about spawn frags. So I'd be interested to see when we're gonna witness like a lot of BFG play, because I have not seen that much today. I think players are playing like BFG is something that you bring out maybe if you aren't feeling like if you're feeling loose and maybe everyone's just kind of all nerved up. But this would be a good map to bring out the BFG for Animal.
I think
Very
unlike
risky to go for it.
unlike D5M1 for example, like BFGs in a lot of the maps we've seen are more or less death traps for players of this caliber. And I actually kind of want to touch on what you said, like in typical Dante fashion, it shows that even in this late stage of Doom multiplayer, players who are relatively unheard of, like Dante, they just show up and now they make them name for themselves. Like, look at where we are. It's cool to see. On the map itself, CGI, what we've seen so far is holding true to what we saw with Ty and Animal. A lot of players staying on both sides of this ravine in the middle, and a lot of the play like right below the BFG. Dante down by 1, but that doesn't mean a whole lot in this game in general.
I'm really surprised we're not seeing more control of that armor area too. Animal's kind of flirting around it, but
Does the armor respawn in this DM flag set?
so it's actually stacked, and there's about 30 of them on there. So you
Oh.
could just keep taking it over and over. And in an earlier game, we saw Animal keep taking it until there were none left. See, and there you go. You know, Animal went for that BFG. Dante
It
punished him, and
backfired on
now,
him.
yeah, now Dante's gonna be able to unload it.
Looking for the cone, gets him, finds him around the corner. Dante playing pretty smart with the BFG, misses the top-down shot. Sometimes auto aim doesn't play well with 100 ping.
Yeah, so that going for that BFG swung it, 2 frags, one direction.
Instead of going for the armor, he pushes forward, grabs the super shotgun. Dante playing aggressive. Knows he already hit him for a little bit with the shotgun. Not enough for that kill. And for those who don't know, green armor in Doom reduces damage by 1/3. So it's definitely worth to pick up. It will save your life from grazing blows if you're already not doing so hot. Very tight game so far. Dante and Animal playing pretty conservative overall on a map like this.
I mean, we're 10 frags in, and we're 4 minutes in, which is pretty crazy. It's been a lot slower than some of the games we've seen today. I think everyone, like I said, I mentioned nerves. I think everyone's playing super fast, or they have so far. But now we're getting into the later stages of the tournament. Money's on the line. You might see some people start to slow things down.
Elimination's on the line for Animal. Dante's already up 1 round. Animal cannot
Well, we're getting
afford
into a
to lose this
stage-
one.
We're in a stage now where the skill gap is minimal at best. Everyone's kind of on a level playing field, so it's not like where you in the earlier rounds where you might know you have an edge over somebody, you can kind of just push them into submission. It's just not happening at this stage.
Animal exercising some control over their spawn points. Animal doing some rocket work. We have seen him use the rocket launcher with good effectiveness before, which is hard to do against good duelers who usually guard their angles against rockets.
Just to give our viewers a follow-up on what's happening in the other game, Amar is going against Langrenus, and they are 1-1. They're in the final match. It's on Idea, and Langrenus is up 28-15. So, looking like Langrenus is probably gonna move on over there and face the winner of this, unless something drastic changes.
There was a cool amount of sportsmanship going on in that matchup. They've actually switched servers 3 times because there's really not a middle ground for them. And so it's been the wins have come based off of who's had the lower ping, but I just think it was notable to mention that they were willing to do that, in something with this high of stakes going on.
That is really cool to see, and I think that's a marked shift in, well, some players that we used to have
I
around.
did see some hurt feelings today where there was, but all in all, it's been a pretty positive experience, I would say.
And to address someone in the chat, we will be holding tournaments on other ports as well. King Dime had chosen Xandronum for multiple reasons, but just be patient. We're working on it.
I mean, once you come up with an idea, it's like you want to do it everywhere, but then you start to go through it and you realize how much work it is. And so you just got to pace yourself before you get burnt out. But definitely the plan to run stuff like this elsewhere.
There you go, from the commissioner himself. So, I mean, we'll work on it. I, in particular, want to do something like this for Odamex. We've got to work on a couple things, and then I don't want to do it on the heels of this tournament when everyone's like, all right, I've already blown out my adrenal glands from Duel. So...
Blow up my bank account to pay for this.
So anyway, Dante is up right now, 4 frags, 27-23. They hit the halfway mark. There's 12:45 on the clock. Animal is fighting for his tournament life here. The winner of this is going to be in the money. They're at least going to win the 4th place portion of the purse, which is 225.
That's correct.
$225 on the line this game, and right now Dante is making a strong case to fatten his wallet just a little bit. Maybe go out and celebrate with his brother Cypher.
I wonder what the conversion rate is to rubles. I wonder how much that runs.
We could be paying for someone's house.
Well, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, I think things are getting a little rough over there right now, so this could be pretty. Hopefully, getting pretty rough here too.
I was gonna say, man, we might all be hurting pretty soon.
Housing
Yeah,
might
this
open
be
up
the last
quickly.
Smash tournament for some time.
Yeah.
But again, huge shout out to King Dime for running this. Like, we have seen so much talent turn out for this, and it's been a lot of fun for all of us, especially the veterans who, like, we're just bored. We'll do some casting. It's been kind of fun. Thank you all for showing up and watching. Hope you've been enjoying our color commentary from K-Blair, Altsfab, Ralphus, and Commissioner Human Bones just showed up.
Be on top.
Right.
All UD stream.
Been panning out pretty well, and seems to be panning out pretty well for Dante as well. 11 minutes left on the clock, up by 7. 6 now.
Yeah, it's been pretty fun getting the band back together here. It's kind of inspiring, giving me a couple ideas.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, the sound kind of
So
did.
right now, Animal
huh.
trying to move back into this. He's only down 4. He's been covering some ground here. You know, Dante's keeping that pace up, but Animal is starting to chip away. He's only down 3, only down 2 now, only down 1 now. So Animal has a chance here to seize the moment, get back into it. And I'm really surprised that more people aren't taking the armor.
I think part of that might be the sound cue. Considering also very, very, very choke point room. That's not English, but you get the idea.
It is a great map. Kind of underplayed in this tournament, in my opinion, but I've enjoyed playing on it. This is actually made by Rock.
When did this map come out? I didn't know he made this map.
Which, I mean, for somebody like Rot King to make a good map, shit.
Oh boy. Whew. Spicy.
Wow.
Usually make some real crap. But this is a good one. So thanks, Rot King.
Thanks, Rock King.
Is there anybody that's a more accomplished multiplayer mapper?
Then Rot King? Probably not.
Yeah.
No.
Rock King
He's
definitely
had-
carried a
Had
couple.
nothing but hits.
He.
Dude,
I think Ralph even said Rock King carried one of the UDM packs to completion.
oh, absolutely, UDMX for sure. So Dante with a 5 frag lead here. He was able to re-distance himself from Animal. Animal's life.
Oh,
on
what
the
a
line
shot!
with
Animal must have
6
had
down.
no health there. We're gonna switch over to Animal real quick. See if he can pull off some miraculous comeback, as Dante's only 7 frags away from securing a victory over Animal. Pressure's on for Animal, down 1 round on the edge of elimination.
But you know what? He can use the clock to his advantage too. I mean, he's got still 8 minutes, 8.5 minutes.
It was surprising to me to
Close to
see this map slow down so much, considering we were done with Uptight DM in, what, 7 minutes? Like, over. Quickly.
Now we definitely cannot count Animal out. Dante himself came back from a massive deficit to advance to this stage.
No, absolutely.
Animal has to
Oh,
do
what a
here
rocket
is-
shot from Animal.
that was a
Excellently
great
placed.
rocket. And Animal's had
Another
great
one.
rocket kills all day.
Animal
He's the
might...
rocket
himself
king
in
for
it.
sure.
And he's narrowed Dante's lead to, well, 4 now.
Oh, bad spawn though.
A caster's curse. There it
Very
is.
Unfortunate spawn there. And BFG is in play.
Oh man, I'm
That-
surprised he didn't get.
Yeah, that
Almost
looked
would've-
like it would have connected, but maybe just outside that cone range. I think it's a 45-degree angle from your player in the direction of where the BFG ball went. BFG works pretty complicated in Doom. it would take me about 20 hours to explain exactly how it works. You can Google it. Definitely the most.
Google me.
It's definitely one of the most interesting mechanics that has been purposed for multiplayer.
Dante just took, it wasn't even a straight on shot, but he just shot Animal and gave him 96 damage.
Animal with 3 frags in quick succession.
Wow.
Only 4 health though. A bad spawn could end it. Misses the jump, and that cost him.
No.
That cost him heavily.
He's gonna have to go on a killing spree here. He gets one.
Good shot.
It's far spawn though.
Great hit. Needs to follow up. Gets the follow up.
That's not a good.
Oh!
and the
man.
rocket.
The rocket
Oh, man.
sealed it.
So
That
Dante
was
is in the
clutch.
money. He's going to be guaranteed at least the 4th place purse. Animal had a great tournament. Dante has had an even better tournament. So
Huge.
But Dante is now in the money.
Yeah, Dante.
Dante is in the money.
Great games from Animal. Narrowly lost. But we will be saying
Dante,
goodbye to our original.
You might want to invest that into some toilet paper. Just a tip.
Oh yeah, that's where all the money gotta go.
Oh man, if you want to do some black market stuff, yeah.
You gotta flip it quick though because the returns are gonna drop.
What's the
So,
conversion
I
rate of
think it's
dollars
gonna
to toilet
become
paper?
it's going to become our new currency, man. Here pretty soon.
All right. What do we got going on in the bracket? Do we have more games to do, or are we handing it off to
So-
Dime? Let's see.
Right now, there's the winner bracket final, Denzoa versus Jay Warrior, and then we're gonna have Dante versus Langrenus. So Denzoa representing Belgium, Jay Warrior representing the United States, Dante representing Russia, and Langrenus representing the often forgotten but never truly forgotten Serbia.
Oh, he's Serbian. I did not know that.
Yeah,
Cool.
often forgotten but never forgotten. I don't know. Usually forgotten Serbia, but they're
Oh
not
my
forgetting them
god.
because Langrenus is making them put them on a map. So everyone hit Google, see if you can find out where Serbia's at.
Well, I think we'll have one more game for you guys to stream before we kick it over to Dime. Let me just go and make sure that we get everything together.
Sounds excellent. And thanks to everybody for tuning in and watching us ramble on about Doom in general.
What do you think a ticket to Serbia costs right now?
From the United States.
Yeah,
All right. Well, from like New York.
Chicago.
I personally will return in a moment.
Talking O'Hare. We talking Midway. Probably O'Hare.
Probably O'Hare.
You wanna do
I'm
some
gonna
prices
say-
right on it while we.
I'm gonna say 450.
What you got, Blair?
What is this? Price is Right rules?
Yeah, Price is Right rules. We'll say to
I don't
Belgrade.
know about that. No, I don't know about that. Let's just say
Yeah.
closest.
Nah, I'm not doing all that math. Closest without going over. If you want to make the
Yeah.
showcase showdown, you got to get serious.
Oh my god. Well,
Go ahead. You revise your number.
nah, 450.
All
I'm
right.
gonna go 500, Drew.
All right. Well, it's 685. So, congratulations, Blair. You got a all expenses paid trip to Belgrade, Serbia, on Qatar Airways.
Hey.
1 day, 9-hour, and 15-minute flight. Enjoy.
Thanks. Hey, I'm thinking DraftKings should pick us up. We can play this in social isolation.
There you go.
Why not?
Denizoa is currently in a server, but I think Dime is going to stream the winner bracket final, and we might stream the lower
think we're gonna
bracket
do-
round 5.
Lower bracket. Yep.
Which, no problem with that. I mean, Dante has been we've been following Amel and Dante pretty much all day.
Yeah, and Dante's journey has been a hell of a ride, for sure.
I'm definitely not disappointed with the quality of these games, as should be expected with this kind of person on the line. Pretty wild.
And I don't know that anyone expected Langrenus to make it all the way out here to the to the money too. You know, congratulations to both of those guys, Dante and Lang, for they're going to get paid something.
Yeah, we are officially in money territory. Everybody's gonna win. Oh my goodness, I need to disable that. I keep thinking that's disabled, but I'm wrong. But still, thank you for the follow. I'm glad you're enjoying it. We love Doom here. I think we're just waiting on confirmation
And
that they're going to
Cypher,
be playing.
congratulations on your win against Dante on a warm-up. Unfortunately, nobody cares. So you get nothing for that.
It doesn't count. Sorry. I know that I see loading King Dime in a server. I don't see. I see J Warrior in one, Denizoa in another, which doesn't help us very much. But you know, a little breather. He's welcome.
You know, this is an interesting matchup because
I think you cut out.
Clan.
Yeah, you cut out. Let's go back. It's an interesting matchup because.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey. Yeah, because they come from this. I don't know if they're still in the same clan, but they, you know, when they both started Doom early on, were in a clan together for a long time, and they're good friends. So.
Yeah, and I think they're both in EG now. So.
There you go.
And I think they probably played on some WDL teams together too, right? I would be really surprised if they didn't.
Wasn't Water, J Warrior, and Denzoa a thing?
Man,
I don't remember.
It's so hard for me to remember all the different teams.
It blends together like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, way too old.
Still, I mean, some unlikely eliminations early on were Devastation and I thought Zakin was going to go a little farther too. But pretty incredible games from everyone. Ghost Killer knocked out in the third round of lower brackets by Langrana, so and Lang also knocked out Amar, who is also a favorite to take it all the way. Showing anything can happen. Especially with a week's worth of practice, or more depending on which qualifier you took. I think Animal in particular...
Believing in yourself.
Oh, there it is. Wise words from Doom Legend.
Perennial losers.
Look, I didn't want to say it, but it's on you.
Hey, if you need somebody to get close to winning, I'm your guy.
Well, I got smacked around too, so it's no worries.
Alright, so it looks like what we're going to be able to do is we'll do Dante and Lang on DE Onage whenever they join a server, and then after that we'll probably just kick it over to Dime's stream. For the last two
absolutely.
Matches.
Or yeah, it's Dime's totally Dime's show. But for right now, it's our show, and you're here with us. So we'll be heading over to the German server, where Linkranus is already waiting. And I think I need to switch it to that one, but take off the maps. There we are.
Yeah, and this map is going to be the final solution to the puzzle of who's going to.
Oh my god!
What? What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's just going to be interesting to see, you know, is Dante, the Russian, going to be able to stand up to the blitzkrieg that Lang is going to just kind of push on him
Oh boy.
over and over is.
A little bit of dispute about scores. I think, I mean, it's tough when I'm not running the scoreboard, the brackets, but, you know, can't do everything at once, Bones. So Langradus is already in the server. We are just waiting for the fabled comeback champion, Dante. Have you seen Dante on Oda?
I feel like I have, but maybe not.
I think all the names blend
That was
together after
somebody
20
with a
years.
3 running around.
Jake,
I know I always confuse the name Zanero with Capodecima.
that's a
Yeah.
stretch.
That's definite. Yeah. me
Damn,
too.
definitely doing something wrong.
Yeah, I don't, because Kappa is actually good at doing.
Oh, definitely good at Doom 2016, right, Hippo?
I think he got banned for cheating there.
Did
Didn't
he? I thought he was just really good.
Yeah, I thought it
Alright.
was just natural.
It's just
I
that
guess
natural.
I shouldn't throw those accusations around.
That's true.
Anyways,
Someone
Should-
who DDoS
shouldn't
turned
slander.
his ass and
hashtag Doom
caused a
drama.
lot of
Should we talk about our sponsors for this match? We are currently
Coca-Cola?
sponsored by Target.
Oh, we are. Yeah, you're right.
And go ahead.
Target hers, make hers chips yours.
Right, Target, where the only thing more empty than your wallets are parking lots.
We are sponsored by DraftKings. Enter my code at DraftKings.com for $500. The code is Take a Dive, all one word. Take a dive.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I mean, should we take a couple seconds to promote our own crap that we were talking about?
Yeah,
do it.
I guess so. We're
All right, number
here
one, Unidoom. We're all on Unidoom. Love us or hate us, deal with it. Talking about maybe doing another UDM. That's cool. We'll see how that pans out. We're also talking about maybe doing a new WDL World Doom League season. So didn't really like the way it ended last time. Might be time to
Why?
to run
everybody's
it back.
everybody's gonna have coronavirus anyway. It'll be quarantined. So
yeah, so there's no
perfect time.
excuse for people to not show up for their games.
Oh,
I heard the grand prize is going to be a 72 pack of toilet paper. Valued at $77,000.
Damn. The conversion rate really spiked after the stock market disappeared.
we'll pack it with cash, to make sure it's safe.
Cash, you might as well be using cash. Cash is less valuable than the toilet paper.
Give me some fucking Purell.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna use it as packaging.
Oh,
Speaking of cash, just want to remind everyone one more time. Big thanks to Dime and company for organizing this tournament. $1,500 on the line in the purse. We're getting into the money matches here, and it's just very generous and cool to see something like this happening in 2020 on a game that is older than dirt.
Yeah, man.
So,
Definitely.
heck yeah.
yeah, really
Get
cool.
it. Older than dirt, but still awesome.
Oh, and I want to
Better
give a
than
shout out
mostly
to
everything that comes out.
our recent follow, Hugo. He's the best.
Oh,
Oh.
Hugo's the best.
What up?
Oh yeah, definitely thanks for the follows and everything else, guys. Like, it's really cool to cast this for such a momentous late in Doom's life event. Glad everyone still has interest in classic Doom. It's really cool to see.
It's actually
Hey
you know,
Twitch,
it's,
what up? It's your
late.
boy Zanero.
Oh,
Don't forget to pound that like and subscribe button.
I don't. Yeah, I play whatever. I don't stream
Sign up
only
for my
Doom. So,
Patreon.
oh my god.
In
you
these
many
times,
members
it's
of
actually late in a lot of people's lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I guess the average
Yeah.
lifespan.
True.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen this map before. Fatal Premises?
This is a hub map.
Premises. No. What I'm looking at. My god. You? What? You? Oh. Dante has entered the arena. Too bad we don't have like entrance music for Dante ready. Came ill prepared. I threw all this together at the last second.
The world changed as soon as we stopped having that toxic remix in the WDL WAD.
Dude,
That was the perfect.
You know, I'm gonna be truthful with you. At the time, everybody complained, and now I see a whole bunch of people talk about how great it was. What else is new?
I love it. Doom
People
is
always
alive.
complain about what's going on.
Yeah, everybody's
they-
always
they get
complaining
the
when it goes
alternative.
on, and it goes away, and then all of a sudden, oh man, I wish whatever it was that we hated back then was still around now. Oh. Anyway.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Anyways, so what about? Now we got both.
Hear
We
an
got
episode of Barney coming on.
we got the current commissioner of MDF and I guess current former. There's
There's
no
like 8 other ones.
Ralph is here. Well, yeah, but you're like, be quiet. You're the one. And Ralph here. Is there any chance of a partnership between MDF and WDL? If WDL restarts.
I'm sorry, can you re-ask the question? I was ignoring you.
Wow.
Had to
Was
ask
it about
before.
WDL and MDF?
Yeah.
Well,
Is
we
it
haven't
going to be
really
two
spoken about
rival
that.
leagues? Or.
No, I think that the goals are different. I think they could coincide without any. I don't think that they rely on each other or hurt each other. Would you agree with that assessment?
Sure. I think part of the reason why we've been talking about doing CTF stuff on Otomix is to get people playing it again in the event that the WDL would return. So
Yeah, I mean, if the interest is there, we'll definitely do it. It's at this point we pretty much have the crew coming back together here. You know, everybody's kind of here today, and we've been talking about it, and we all seem open to doing it and kind of getting it rolling again. But I don't think any of us want to waste our time or our money because we're gonna have to make a couple things happen because of the way that certain people left us in the past. So, and I'm not opposed to doing it, but I'm just not into wasting my time. So, if the interest is there, yeah, I will definitely. I think that WDL will run the 25th CTF season of the IDL WDO lineage.
Good God, it's been
10th
25
WDL
seasons?
season, it would be the 25th season of WDL and IDL.
Good lord, wow. Can't believe we've had that many over the years since 2006.
I can.
But we had Dante show up, but then he stepped out because he forgot to buy cola. So he'll be back with
25 seasons.
refreshing beverages.
I spent 17 of them with Zen. Can you imagine that?
I try not to.
Yeah, well, sometimes you just get stuck with what's out there.
Yeah. True. Just inspecting the pixels on the floor out of sheer boredom. But there you have it, everybody. WDL might be on the horizon. Otomex has been getting a lot of development attention, especially on the heels of the absolutely unreal 100+ person test that Decino has been running that just showed up out of nowhere. Did he notify anyone on Oda that he was going to run something like that?
They got in touch with us. It was we didn't have a ton of lead time or anything like that, no. But man, it was definitely exciting. The final event didn't go very well because there was a DDoS attack. And we ended up confirming that that's what happened. So pretty disappointing.
A
but,
shame.
Some cool. I mean, the weeks before were all awesome, and then even that day when there was a lot of problems. I mean, there was like a 150 player CTF game, and there's
Those
some
were,
footage of it.
yeah.
And it's just one of the funniest looking things I've ever seen in my life. And people actually scored, which is crazy. But I'd recommend anyone go look at that Decino 40,000 subscriber stream at some point and check out some of the CTF games later in it because they're just like insane. I think they also all like punched the Cyber Demon to death, and it was just good.
Greeting.
I just heard a clip from Decino talk, and I'm actually going to try to see if I can find it while we're waiting. And link it in the Twitch chat. What was it, 40? It was 40,000? Oh yeah, there it is. Oh my god.
Seems like we're finally getting started here.
Oh, cool. But I will link a YouTube from another person about the 200-man CTF. And I see the thumbnail on the bowl map, so I know anyone who's interested in that sort of thing is definitely going to love it. But now we're...
Dweller and King are banned.
Dweller?
Alright, so yeah, these guys
and
are starting to
Eric.
get rolling here, so let's focus on what's going on. This is a big game. Lang bans Dweller, Dante bans King, Lang bans Pyrrhic, and now Dante is deliberating. He's got to think about, got to look at his matrix and let's see what he's got.
Interesting showmanship.
Following your... Oh, jeez. Well, Dweller, King 1, Pyrrhic, and Mutu D have fallen. I don't think they're banning 5 maps.
No, I don't think so either.
It was a good try.
Yeah.
Huh? Well, Dante knows how to count, so that's good. Oh, you can't. They can't even hear us. He definitely banned 3. He definitely tried to ban 3 maps.
Dweller and Pyrrhic.
Ugh, what a mess.
What a mess.
But this match is a money match. Each participant is guaranteed to walk away with either, what is it, 225 or 75.
Correctamundo.
And yeah, well, I'm staring at the chat, and
Yeah, the prize pool is 50% to first place, 30% to second, 15% to third, and 5% to fourth out of 15. So $75 to fourth place, 225 to 450 to second, and 750 to first. So it's big money on the line here.
they are... What progress are we? Dante picked CGI. Probably because Lang already said he wanted to ban it, so... definitely a little slip up from good old Lang. And into CGI we go. Round 1.
3.
All right, so big round here. Both players have been playing great. At this point, I've been following Dante. He's been just kind of crushing it. So
Yeah, I'm
gonna
following
give the edge to him. But Lang
Langranus.
has definitely taken out some pretty big opponents. Took out Amar, which is probably an upset. Amar took out Dev earlier, and so I mean, Lang is no joke.
I think Lang also took out Ghost Killer, did he not? who's also
Yeah, I
another
believe
favorite.
so.
So I'm starting out watching Lang. He's down by 1. We haven't seen anything from him so far on today's stream.
I wouldn't use the word favorite to describe him, but
He's definitely a very strong player.
yes.
So I would, I think one of the favorites from the qualifiers to go take
And
it pretty far.
As this gets started here, before we get too far into it, I just want to give everybody an update on the winners bracket. Jay Warrior versus Denzoa. Right now, Denzoa won their first match. They're in their second round, and Denzoa is leading 45-30 on Idea. So, assuming that all things stay the same, it looks like Denzoa is going to sweep through that and likely make it to the finals.
And so that's a EG Slugfest. The upper bracket. And the loser of that will face the winner of this one. Which actually, yeah, the winner is not guaranteed to have a meager $225. They can play for more. But the loser will walk away with 75.
Right now, Langren is looking pretty good. He's up 7-6, close game so far, but too early to make any sort of judgment.
Far too early. Lang chasing down Dante. Getting a spawn frag and then a follow-up, but he's real low on health. Could lead to another spawn. Nope. On the other side of the map. Giving Lang a pretty good advantage. Solid shotgun blast. But it didn't matter
One
much
thing
with
that
Dante
Lang
taking a
is
different
doing
hit.
so far is, and you're going to see Lang, he's wearing the dark blue. He is really grabbing that armor a lot. And we've watched a couple games here today, and people just have not been utilizing that armor that's available. But Lang has been, anytime he goes past that area, he grabs it.
Yeah, the armor is
Smart
valuable.
play. It will run out eventually, but
I believe there are 30 armors on that spot. I'm not sure. Did you count them? Or did somebody say that there were actually
no,
30?
It's just kind of I
Oh.
think it's like it's a lot. I don't know if it's 30, but
There's more than one. And yeah, the armor, for anyone who's not familiar with Doom, green armor reduces the incoming damage you've taken by 1/3. So it's definitely not slight. It can save your life in even grazing super shotgun hits. We've seen that many times before with anyone who's grabbing armor. Lang up by 5. Yeah, 65 health to work with. Both kind of hitting each other from afar, trying to find a way around. Gets a spawn frag up by 7 now. This is round 1 of this matchup. Lang up by 5. 6. Little shotgun war up top. Dante takes a hit. Gets the frag. Pushes. Lang's out of there. Dante playing angles. It's shot in the back. Lang grabbing armor again. Lang is definitely being very vigilant about that armor pickup.
Langren is actually at a ping disadvantage here, but very slight, probably about 1 tick.
Yeah. Still, both players pretty below 100, leading to a fairly even game. It's definitely going to be decided by how they play these maps rather than ping, for sure. Lang having a little trouble holding on to that 5 frag spread. Pretty low right now. Eats a rocket for his troubles. Now down to 3, but grabbing the armor. He wants to stay alive, and that was a perfect case of the armor actually saving his life. Letting him getting in another shot on Dante.
Yeah, so Langrenus hits the halfway mark here in the first round. Denzoa did win in the winner's bracket, so the winner of this will go on to face Jay Warrior. And then the winner of that will go back to face Denzoa. for the grand finals, best of 7. Right now, this is probably the first time in a long time that we've really seen Dante in a position where he's, kind of sitting back. Last time we saw this was against the Sparrow, and he was
Yeah.
able to pull out some miracles. So definitely don't want to count him out. But Lang is looking very good right
Looking really good
Yeah,
with the way he moves.
he's moving, yeah, and we've seen this movement, I don't want to say pattern, but definitely the archetype of just taking really sharp movement around the map, getting around the maps effectively, efficiently, setting up angles with just movement alone rather than trying to gain purchase with gunplay. And that is very common to see at this level.
He's a crafty crowd.
Crafty Kraut. Not sure I like that one.
Pardon?
Doesn't roll off the tongue.
So Lang has been keeping this 5 frag spread for some time. Dante usually kind of chips back into it, but Lang's able to hold him off, kind of just trade and wins. Dante's gonna have to get some.
Ooh, he
spawn kills
dodges
or-
those rockets to grab the SSG. If there's one thing Dante's good at, is making a 5 frag lead evaporate. So we'll see. I'm not sure we've seen Dante
Oh,
play
Lang
CGI.
cuts him off by jumping. He knew exactly where he was going, and he cut him off using the outer path.
Dante's doing a really good job of predicting where Lang's going to be with the rockets, but he's like either 1 or 2 seconds early or late with some of those rockets. But he knows exactly where he's supposed to put them, which is cool.
Ooh, oh, Dante actually gets the shot off. Another shot off, even though Lang gets a spawn kill. He's at 25 health. Lang's MO right now should be to do as much damage as possible with what life he's got left. As we hit the 40 frag mark. 41. The 7 frag spread. Lang looking like he might take this with authority.
Yeah, 8 minutes elapsed here. Lang is sitting pretty, up 7. Well, we've seen Dante in this position before. We've seen him come back from this, so right now he's got to cut to 6.
We've been here before.
Lang is trading very well with him.
Yeah,
Well,
oh,
we've
good.
been here before, but not against the crafty crowd.
He's not German.
Do you,
Serbian.
Keep trying it. Maybe it'll
I
work.
don't think... Yeah, it's...
I don't think Serbians are Krauts.
Yeah.
I thought you said he was German.
We're on
No,
a
I said
German
playing
server.
in Germany. He's Serbian. He's a
Oh.
sly Serb.
Oh my
Yeah,
And
goodness.
Dante is cutting the lead here.
Yeah, Dante pulling off the infamous
He's down to 3.
Dante comeback. But is it going to be enough with 3 frags? Oh!
Ooh, wow.
What a follow-up!
Dante.
We are
I'm
watching
telling you, man, those
Dante
rockets,
work
when
it.
he gets them, they're fucking amazing.
Oh, he
Dante is
slipped
about to do
around!
it again. Oh, but Lang is
2
gonna say
frags
no,
left.
Not,
He,
not again.
Dante got a solid shot off. Let's switch over to Dante, see what he's going to cook up here for us. Solid shotgun hit.
Sauerkraut?
That's...
You
No,
gonna cook up some
I don't
sauerkraut?
think so. Doesn't get the shot off on Lang. 1 frag left. 49 to 47. What are we going to see, folks? Dante go pull off another comeback? Possible.
Oh, he's definitely.
Oh!
And Lang says
Close.
now there's not enough magic left.
Not
But,
enough
wow,
magic
what
left.
What a
Germany
momentum
is
shift there at the end
mine.
for Dante.
Dante,
He says.
Dante proving again that you cannot let your guard up no matter what against that player.
So a big win by Lang on Dante's pick, right?
Yes.
And now we're gonna go to Idea.
Playing with the blue skull denoting that he is 1 round up. Dante on the edge of elimination here. Starting off on Dante, gets a quick spawn frag and a BFG power. It's 1 splash. Looking for another. Doesn't quite get it. Shot again. narrowly avoids another spawn frag. Good shotgun hit. Both players low. Ooh, some grazing shots favoring Lang. No one going for the armor and the teleporter that comes with it. We haven't seen Idea very much on our end. Idea is a map by Alex Max, who is also a veteran mapper himself. And is played very favorably on players of all skill brackets and all ports. Cool to see that get played here. And Lang is showing that he can dominate the map early on. Dante trying to avoid BFG splashes left, right, and center. Playing the hallways. Lang goes to the armor and it ended up being his downfall in that one, but Dante got some damage off before he went down. Oh, that was a close quarters fight, but I don't know if that rocket ended up hitting Lang at all. BFG splash definitely did the job.
Yeah, I don't know if that was me, but that felt like a delayed BFG kill there.
He kind of seemed like it, to be honest, but
Yeah,
regardless.
One thing I've noticed about Geronimo, it seems like, and I don't know if this is necessarily true, but it seems like the unlag that they implemented is applied to BFG tracers, which is a very weird thing.
It has definitely resulted in me to raise my eyebrows a couple times. Didn't seem to really hit, but regardless, BFG isn't everything. Lang's shotgun work has been pretty powerful so far. Spread of 7.
Lang in the dark blue is really just laying it on here. He's got a great shot today. I mean, he's just nailing those shotgun shots on this map, which are so important because you get those shotgun spawns. And when you don't have that SSG, I mean, look at him. He's just rolling them off here. There's 3 or 4 in a row. Now he's going to grab that BFG. And
nice
Dante
lift
doing
work
a
from
great job
Dante.
dodging it, though. Yeah, absolutely. He dodged all 5 shots.
I think that lift noise actually fooled Lang into seeing like where he was going. Great work. Couldn't dodge that one, but maybe a shotgun counter frag. Nope. Lang showing that he can move quickly. Ooh, just not inside the cone for that one. And it cost Dante a frag. Not looking so hot for Dante at the moment. Lang showing he just crushing everyone he comes across in the lower bracket.
No Dante's Inferno here today.
Ha. So, yeah, Langren is up 9 right now, 27 to 18. We're only about not even 4 minutes into this game, and the frag count is just ridiculous. It's just been a bloodbath so far.
Lang seems to be keeping the spread roughly around 7 to 8. 9, 10 now. Dante not reaching across the pillars to get the teleporter to escape. Eating more spawn frags for his troubles. He's getting left in the dust so far. Needs to make changes happen if he's going to stay in the game. Yeah, we haven't even hit 5 minutes. It's pretty crazy how quick this game is going.
Lang chases him through the teleporter. I don't think that he expected.
Well, with a lead like that, you can afford to lose 1 or 2. But apparently he's not losing any. Now a spread of 15-14. Lang showing that he is a titan on this map, engine, and tournament.
Yeah, I mean, look, this is just so Dante doesn't even know how to deal with it. I'm not sure that anyone could. He's just hitting every single shot off of the spawn.
Yeah, Lang is
Barely have enough
positioning
time to-
himself perfectly. He knows exactly where people are spawning. Their route positioning perfectly, like right there. He's just waiting for him to come out of the hallways. Lang 3 frags left. Dante hasn't even hit 30, which we haven't seen a discrepancy like that all day.
Yeah, Lang is really just going on a tear here. He's got a great run of spawn kills, and he made every single shot.
Some good BFG kills, but it might not be enough if Dante can't miraculously pull off some 30 frag comeback. One left. Looking like Langrenus is going to go on. Dante's out
He
of
does.
contention.
So
But-
Dante is finally meets the wall, but he leaves with $75 in his pocket, so he could treat his brother Cypher to a meal for helping him practice, and
And keep the rest to buy a house in
Yeah.
somewhere in Russia. Definitely awesome for Dante to come out and play as hard as he did. Great to watch him play. Provide us with some amazing games. And
Some sick comebacks.
dude, some incredible games. And Langrenus will move on to face J Warrior in lower bracket round 5. But that will be the end of our coverage for the time being. Huge thanks to everybody watching King Dime for hosting this event. And all the great commentators that have shown up to help me cast this. Ralphus, K. Blair, Alt Stab, Human Bones. Been a hell of a ride today. Thanks, boys.
It was fun.
yeah, it's been a lot of fun. And good luck to the remaining participants, Lang and J Warrior and Denzoa, and I'm sure that the final games here are going to be just as exciting as what we've seen today. So
Yeah,
thanks to everybody for having us.
we're going to be throwing it over to King Dime's stream. So let me type in this raid command, and we will be off. Thanks everybody for tuning in. It's awesome to see you. Watch some incredible games, some incredible Doom competition, and we'll be back at a later date. Promise you that. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
That sucked, Nick, and you suck.
Wow, you're so